Welcome to Orsini's Uncensored Mind, and now your host, AJ Orsini.
How the hell is everybody? This is AJ Orsini, and I am your host of Orsini's Uncensored Mind. This is episode 28, and today is the day. Well, no, I'm recording on Saturday. We're sitting here Saturday afternoon recording, but when this airs, it'll be noon on Sunday. So today is the day. It's WrestleMania. I count to 34. I know the WWE stopped counting, but fucking my count. Today is WrestleMania 34, April 8th. I'm in New York, but the WWE is going to be at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome for WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans. I don't normally like doing prediction shows, but this will be a WrestleMania wrestling heavy episode. I want to take the time to thank all of you for downloading the episode. Of course, you can catch the episodes on ajoum.podbean.com. That is where I air or upload all of my episodes. Of course, they stream off into my other platforms. In case you don't have the Podbean app, believe me, I know how troublesome that app can be, but there are other platforms in which you can catch Orsini's Uncensored Mind. You can catch the show on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play Music, and of course, the TuneIn Radio app. And I'm going to be working on those other platforms. I say it every week. I know I am sorry. I have been busy, but this summer is going to be the summer of AJ Orsini's Uncensored Mind. But until then, it's WrestleMania season, and of course, it is WrestleMania Roundtable time. I told you guys that the boys would be back, and we have a special guest with us. I made the announcement last week that a friend of mine will be debuting today. He is here. He's in the house. He did not let me down, unlike some of you fucks that message me and tell me you're going to be here, and you never fucking show up. My friends came today, and it's going to be an amazing show. We actually have a 1, 2, 3, and possibly even fourth guest because Mrs. O is also in the house. So we'll be sharing mics, and believe me, everyone here, I'm sure, is mic disease free. So yes, we will be continuing our legendary roundtable reputation here, and I'm going to go around the table here and introduce once again. Welcome back to the show, Mr. Ian Elimeliah. I'm still working on your last name.
Elimeliah.
Elimeliah, the Klingon version, as we were saying the last time. Mr. Matty Ming is back in the building.
It is me.
The professional social media troll is back.
Yes, it is me. Here. I'm here. I'm live.
Of course, Mrs. O, as one of our guests here. Welcome back, Mrs. O.
Yep.
Yeah, you go.
Oh, yep.
She doesn't have a script, folks. It's all off the top of her head today. And our special guest, the debut of one of my best friends in the entire world, my tag partner in life who isn't my wife, who has been there for every step of the way of my entire career, and probably I wouldn't have one without him. And that is the authentic Brandon Lewis. How you doing, Brandon?
I feel good, and I'm here. Finally. Yeah, I made it.
He is in the House of Woe today. All the members of society are here.
5-star Productions.
This is bigger.
Oh, my goodness.
This reunion here is bigger than Edge Christian, the Dudleys, and the Hardys getting back together. This is a huge reunion. You listeners got to know what's going on right now. You have no idea the treat you have.
Is it big time?
No. Listen, we're going to talk a lot of WrestleMania today. That's the one we're not talking about. That's the worst WrestleMania theme song of all time.
Disgusting.
Was the Peter Gabriel Big Time WrestleMania 22. We are talking about WrestleMania. WrestleMania here. Like we all said earlier, it is the Super Bowl. It is the King of Kings when it comes to professional wrestling shows.
The game.
And we've got a lot to talk about because we have 13 matches. But here comes the curveball.
Jeff Jarrett?
I don't want to talk about the 13 matches to start. I want to talk about 13A. And that's the match that hasn't been announced. You know what match I'm talking about? The one man who shall not be named within this household, but she's not here right now. She stepped away.
Good. Say it now.
Yeah, so let's get through this now early because otherwise I would be without sex for forever. My penis will not get wet if I fucking talk about this out loud. So here we go. The match, not of the 13, the one that everyone's talking about as a possibility because, and you were just singing the theme right there, John Cena has been calling out The Undertaker for weeks. It's the matchup that literally nobody on the planet wants to see except for John Cena.
I want to see it.
Well, apparently the audiences in which Detroit and Atlanta want to see it as well. Apparently, because it's been this big thing. But I have zero. Maybe I shouldn't say nobody wants to see it. I'll just preface it reality saying I don't want to fucking see it.
I think it's a car crash. Let's see what happens.
John Cena versus The Undertaker as a possibility for. And here's the thing, and I want to again do one of my patented intros for this because it has not been announced, and I think personally, genius in the sense of they're going to leave Taker Roman as that last match. I think whatever.
I mean, Taker Brock.
No, I mean Taker Roman from last year is the last quote-unquote official matchup.
Really?
The way that I think...
I didn't see this conversation going this way.
Okay, but this is how I think this is going to go. The reason why I'm starting with this is because I don't think it's going to be an official match. I think what they're going to do is that last year, I think, was the last quote-unquote, air quotes, match that the Undertaker is going to have at WrestleMania. I think this is going to be more of a confrontation or a segment or whatever.
Like a contract signing.
It's going to be like a fight or a confrontation between Cena and Taker. Not so much an official match because it accomplishes two goals.
You do not believe a referee is coming out.
No, exactly. I don't believe that a referee is going to come out.
No, I definitely think it's going to be just a segment. I don't think it's going to be an actual match. I disagree.
Some sort of confrontation. I think what's going to end up happening is that because here's the thing. I think that they're going to leave the match, the last match per se, with Roman. I think this was an excuse to get Taker at one more WrestleMania, get one more cash out from him without actually having to do a match situation. Because let's face it, at this point, Taker can't be doing these matches. And that's not me being an asshole about it. I will go to the WWE Network right now and show you all the cortisone shits and all the doctor's shits that he has to go through just to perform for 20 minutes.
But if there's somebody that could work with him tomorrow night, it will be John Cena.
But I don't, and I do think they're going to work. Don't let what I'm explaining right now say that they're not going to actually do spots or do something crazy. I don't see it being in a match format per se.
I disagree.
Secondly, I don't see the dead man coming out tonight.
Oh no, there's no dead man. He's coming out. He's coming out on a motorcycle.
I hope it's not the dead man.
It can't be. It's Kid Rock.
It's definitely not going to be the dead man. It's going to be American Badass, and fucking Kid Rock is going to play a song. And
now, why do you disagree with the fact that it's going to be not in match setup?
I want to give a very unpopular opinion.
Okay. I love those. It's uncensored, baby. It's my uncensored mind, so you're using my mind as a vehicle to say your unpopular opinion.
All right. Personally, I think The Undertaker can still go.
Bullshit.
No. I think he's still go.
No.
I think The Undertaker can still go. I'm just going to sit here silently so I can say my piece.
Okay.
All right. I think if you go back and watch a lot of very unsatisfactory... If you watch a lot of unsatisfactory, and I can admit to that, Undertaker matches, my big problem with the latest Undertaker matches is that he tries to do things he cannot do
anymore.
No, exactly.
He's always done that.
He can't. No. That's
like wrestle.
There was a time when you can acknowledge that he was good, and I don't know why.
Johnny Gargano is better than The Undertaker.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay,
anyway, hold on.
You wasn't here for the Big Cass Edge conversation. But go ahead.
So anyway, sticking on topic.
Yes.
When I watch a lot of Undertaker matches, a lot of times I think, okay, this is starting out well. And then a large bump happens. Something that...
And that's the end of him. Right?
Yes, exactly. After the big bump, they'll be like... So it was, I don't even think it was from my F5. It was fighting Brock. The tackle through the barricade. Concussion. Wherever the concussion happened, concussion. Whether it's him fighting Shawn or CM Punk or whoever, because he does it more than once. But
that's been the joke the last few years. Irish whip, concussion.
He'll do like a dive. The man
hasn't dived in years.
No. Hold up.
Which one?
No. Did he dive in the last one? I don't know.
No, he didn't.
No. The last one was the barricade one. The point is, there's always a big bump, whether it's the dive or crashing through a barricade.
His moment.
And after that big bump, that does not need to happen. That's where it slows down. All of a sudden, he's laying down for 5 minutes, and we've got to sell. The big moment becomes a rest hold. The big moment becomes him laying down so he can get his shit together, And it's like, all right, now we're back and we've got to complete this match. I think you wrestle intelligently. Just have a solid. I don't need you to wrestle like Johnny Gargano,
But that's
and I don't
his
need
matches
him
are bad
to.
because he doesn't follow that logic.
No, see,
He
that's
wants
the
to
thing.
Be the old Taker,
And
do
I
the big
agree with
thing.
you. I'm not saying
He will not adapt.
I
It's
agree.
funny.
See, that's the thing.
He
I'm
adapts
not-
his character, but he doesn't adapt his fighting style.
See,
go ahead, finish,
and
Well,
I
he's got
agree.
some MMA gloves.
Hold on, let him finish. Let him finish.
And I agree with that. I believe that if he keeps doing that shit, it's not
But
no
it's all
match he
he's
does.
done. He hasn't slowed down at all.
But here's the thing: now we have an opportunity for him to be the badass. If that's how he's coming out, and I hope that's
and
how
I
he
think
comes
that's
out.
the fresh, cool, fresh glass of water that we need to get away from that dead man gimmick and be the badass and be human again. And then we can.
Yes.
Now it's an excuse for him to be.
I don't-
And he
because he's
put down.
old.
I don't
he put down the
and-
outfit. Now he has this outfit.
And Cena's a safe wrestler to work with. We
Yeah,
don't need to
safe
go
is.
through.
Besides the Miz.
We don't need to go through a barricade. We don't need to jump over the top rope. Just have a solid wrestling match. It doesn't even need to be a 5-star match. Just a solid wrestling
But
match.
you're saying that eventually, because
And
right
Taker
now,
versus Cena.
I think
we're
that's
talking-
very possible.
We're less than 24 hours away from the start of the show, and you're predicting that it still will be a match for
I
that?
think it will be a match because
He'll call him out for one last time, and then he'll answer.
While there's been no Undertaker having a promo, I cannot say he has not been promoted.
But to be fair,
if you look at
after all
the
this time, you don't need a
no,
The non-promotion
I
is
agree.
the
I agree.
promotion.
I agree. You don't need the promotion,
Right.
but I won't say that he's not being promoted because if you look at the WrestleMania
By the way, I
Flash
don't know if you
thing,
know, he showed up at the press conference.
no. But if you just look,
Taker showed up to
Can
the
I
WrestleMania
connect this
34.
together
wait,
again?
hold on. Let me
I
just.
think the
I will finish this
non-promo
last.
is it.
I will finish this last sentence, and you can say whatever you want. If you look at the WrestleMania promo package, the thing with the Kid Rock and music and everything that's hyping it up, while they've not had a single promo together in the ring or confrontation in the ring, the promo starts with Undertaker. Literally, there's an image of him in the promo package and Cena in the promo package.
Right.
So they're advertising that at least, like you've all acknowledged, that we'll at least get a confrontation.
That's why we're bringing it up.
We
Yeah.
are absolutely seeing
I
him.
said 13-8.
Yes.
It's like the one match we
What
know
kind
is
of
going to
confrontation?
happen.
But he's been Cena's been challenging. Cena's been challenging. At WrestleMania, I see him accepting. Referee comes out.
What if Undertaker comes out, American Badass, and fucking John Cena just beats the living shit out of him? Just fucking destroys him. Super Cena just fucking beats him. And
That's the one part of this equation that, like, I'm kind of confused at. Like, it's even for someone like me who's so inside, like, who wins this confrontation? Like, who gives a shit?
Taker.
Who needs?
Taker wins.
It's
Taker
not even-
wins.
it's not even-
He
it's not
gets
even
the last ride. He does the tombstone, but
he cannot last ride John Cena.
he will.
Yes, he can.
He will.
I don't
He's been
know.
working his squats,
No.
baby. He's working
No.
it.
No.
I'm telling you, Cena's
No.
working out with a referee. He may come out with 100 referees for this WrestleMania match. He wants his fight. You're going to see a spectacle, and Cena's coming out with a ref. I'll
I
predict
think you
that.
used the right word just now, spectacle. I think Cena and Taker right now would be that added mystery, which is the theme of this WrestleMania. I haven't really gotten to it. I'm not really selling it the way that I should. It's just been a long day, but for the most part, I think Matty Ming said it the best earlier that this is a pretty stat card. I think one of the best things about this card, as opposed to the last few, there's a lot of mystery involved in this matchup. We have not only just mystery partner, mystery match. We've got first time matchups on this card. There's a lot of matchups on this card. Like we were just talking earlier before, some of the kickoff. I'm going to go through this, but I'm just to prove my point. Even some of the kickoff shows with Cedric and Ali.
I think
this
that's
is
the
the first time
biggest-
matchup. We haven't seen this yet.
biggest low-key match
Asuka
right
versus
there.
Charlotte is the
Huge.
first time matchup. Alexa and Nia, although friends, I mean, they've only wrestled maybe one or two times. There's a lot of people wrestling tonight on the big stage who haven't touched yet. It's been and even for those who have, it's been a long time. Daniel Bryan, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Yeah,
That's
Bryan
the geekiest match of them all.
Bryan has history with the two members. They haven't been in a ring together for a decade. So it's like there's a lot of mystery involved with this particular WrestleMania as opposed to the last few that's been kind of predictable. So we're gonna get into that. Cena Taker is the one match that I wanted to talk about because it's not really announced. And to be honest with you, I particularly believe that this is a situation of hierarchy. this is the one match. If you think about it, let's look at all these logos again on my ceiling. All these WrestleMania shows, they've all promoted their top match. This is the one WrestleMania where there's a match between two titans, particularly two Cena and Taker, who are considered foundations, pillars of this company, and it's not official. It's not official.
How awesome is that story?
We are
He's
left
pounding
with the idea that it may or may. We have to have the conversation, which is what's great about this.
Right.
This
John
pay-per-view.
Cena.
We have to have the conversation as to what the fuck this even is.
I agree.
John
And it's 24
Cena
hours before WrestleMania
is pounding.
It's the biggest show of the year, and we're having the conversation as to whether or not the biggest match of all time will even take place.
He's
That's
pounding
huge.
on the door of Death Valley, and that's promotion enough.
But
we want to see if this door
he's
opens.
been banging on that door for quite a while.
And how cool is that? It's almost like you remember Inglorious
Can I do this
Bastards.
rundown? Can I do this rundown? Cena's got Duke Nukem coming up. Cena's
he's got
Yes, he does. Which is probably going to be fucking horrible.
Cena's got cock blockers out. He already
I
has.
just want to say this promotion.
Cena is the voice of a villain on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cena is the star
He's
of
the
a.
Rock.
He's the star of the
promotion-
He ain't no fucking rock.
Let me just say
No,
this.
he's not on
Look.
that talent level.
He's not the
This
Rock.
promotion in this match reminds me of Inglorious Bastards when the bear came out, tapping the bat. Bung, bung.
Yeah.
Bung. That's what I feel like. We're getting small little beats, small. And when that door opens, boom, we're going to see something, man. I think we're going to see something good. And then we're going to see Cena in the last ride. He's going to pay his dues to the
Speaking
man.
of seeing something special, there's 13 matches for this pay-per-view, and for the most part, this shit is Night of Champions. All the titles are on the line.
As they should
And
be.
thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for The Miz for putting the IC championship on the map. I'm not sure who convinced Vince convinced Vince to put the U.S. championship on there, but good for him. I'm happy to see all these
Well, it's
championships on
actually
there.
kind of reversed.
Jeff Jarrett gave his props to the Miz last night about how he's been living up to holding up the IC title.
Listen, I'm not a big Miz guy. I'm not. I don't like his promo style. I think his promo style is way too fucking obvious. I don't dig it.
He gets
But
natural heat.
He gets natural heat.
Yeah,
Natural.
He's real, man.
I will give it to him. No. I don't like his promo style, but his promo style works for what he does and where he is.
The Miz is
And
the
it gets
Miz. He
natural
built his
hit.
own character.
I don't like it. I've been very public about that. I'm not a big fan of it. And to me, his promo style is way too obvious, especially when he. Oh my God, when he botched. I had it at one of my intros when he botched the Prince Nevitt. And fucking Tyler Black because he was trying to sound cool and he was this thing said Prince Nevitt and I lost it. It was hilarious. But we've got 13 matches on this card.
This is the first match.
Only like 2 or 3 of them are non-title matches, just like a bajillion title matches. Let's start with the tag team division. Okay, we're gonna move over to the Raw Tag Team Championship. It is on the line as the Bar, Cesaro, and Sheamus will be defending the Tag Team Championship against Braun Strowman and my man Vacant. Can Vacant get into the fucking Hall of Fame at this point? Once again, another situation, big stage. Gotta have Vacant. I'm surprised the WWE was able to afford Vacant's booking fee.
Vacant's got more tiled
He has
reigns
held
than
more titles.
any Dudley.
He's a world champion, a mid-card champion, he's a tag team champion.
More than Bruno.
Yeah, Vacant has been all over the world. And you know what's funny? Vacant and Braun Strowman, what a team. I mean, on paper, as it stacks up, what a team.
We joke, but when I look back on like WWE documentaries and things, WWE doesn't mind acknowledging just little things that happen in history. Yeah. And I can see like 5 years, 10 years down the line, I can see the Vacant thing being acknowledged. Maybe not on like main television,
one of those network
but on the
specials.
network or on YouTube. Yeah. I can absolutely see
That'd be a good story.
To be very honest, I'm very surprised somebody in Shikara didn't do this and have this.
I'm saying,
and just
like
come in a blue bodysuit on Vacant.
Like a full green suit from a SmackDown
Just
versus
green.
Raw game. And
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Diggity dog.
We can sit here. I love it.
You are the winner. You are the winner.
Socko.
Oh my God.
We can sit here and make picks, and we can do the Bar, or you can pick the Bar, or you can do Braun Strowman versus TBD or whatever the fuck. The big question for
I
this
have
matchup,
TBD. Wear a condom, kids.
I had it once. I've been vaccinated for TBD. We can do picks. That's fine if you want to do it, but that's not the main fucking concern. Obviously, the main topic of conversation is who is the TBD. We can make jokes about vacant, but the obvious solution is they have been promoting hard that Braun needs to have a partner, which means someone's going to be the partner. Matty Ming, you're the one. You're Nostradamus.
He's going to say Edge.
Predictor.
He's going to say Edge. I know it. He's going to say Edge.
You are on the inside.
He's going to say it.
Inside that I'm
Well,
inside.
I actually have
Who's
two
the partner?
I have
He's
two
gonna say Edge.
possibilities, and I think either of them are very
Both are
pretty
Edge.
good. I think one could be a celebrity,
Edge.
and the other one
No.
could be Neville.
Neville.
Because I think Braun's partner is going to be a polar opposite of him. You're not going to have fucking Braun and Big Cass. It's stupid.
Do you think we're going to sell this at live where Braun actually never selected a partner? He just came out and then whoever comes out.
No, he's going to have a partner.
No, I'm not saying that he's not going to have a partner. I'm saying that when we get to the big show tomorrow, it's going to be like, tomorrow. It's airing on noon, so tonight. But that Braun's going to go out there and say, I don't really give a fuck who the partner is. I never really
then
chose
somebody
one.
just shows
And then
up
someone
anyway?
just shows up, right.
That's
Because
why.
that would make
That's why I
Neville-
feel it's going to be a celebrity, somebody random backstage, like fucking
Jon Stewart.
Wale was tweeting him.
Wale.
Wale was
Oh,
tweeting
my
him.
God.
I feel like it's going to be some bullshit B-lister celebrity like Snooki, a fucking Mike's Situation from Jersey Shore,
off Jersey Shore,
some bullshit celebrity is going to be his
please,
partner.
Hashtag bring Snooki back.
Yeah, please. She's undefeated at WrestleMania.
The
Undefeated.
most athletic woman in the division.
So
of all
I
time.
feel like it's
Yo,
going to be.
you know what? For the one spot she did it well.
She
Got nothing
created
bad.
the moment. She created the moment.
I
for the
have
wrestler.
nothing bad to say about
She
Snooki.
did her job.
There you
That
go.
was the job.
So realistically, guys, he says Neville as a possibility. Brandon, do you
Or a
have-
celebrity.
or a celebrity, but Wale, I have to wipe my ass with. But,
It's gonna be Flow Rider.
How cool would it? Because WWE is all about the mainstream
Snoop
shit.
Dogg as Braun Strowman's partner.
WWE is all about mainstream.
Word.
How mainstream would it be for
Michael
Braun?
Strahan.
You know why that's not gonna happen?
Fuck
with
the
Braun?
Giants and Michael
Listen, you
Strahan.
can't have a
Okay?
celebrity with Braun because right now your celebrity
Well, I wouldn't say
is
that, Braun.
Ronda
I think he's too busy
Rousey.
with
Your
Diva.
celebrity tag match is the Ronda Rousey match. So you're going to get a
No,
serious
but
guy.
Ronda
And I
Rousey-
think you're
but
absolutely
like-
right about Neville. And I think it's 100% Neville.
But they don't
100%
They don't
Neville.
consider Ronda Rousey a celebrity now. They
They
consider
don't-
I
her part
think
of the
this
roster.
match is her celebrity match. And
No,
she's, really
she's
gonna
not a
get into it.
celebrity anymore.
Right
she's a
now she
WWE
is.
wrestler.
This
so that's why I
match is
say
a
it's going to
novelty.
be. It could be possibly a celebrity who's never been in WWE, who's never wrestled, who's just like backstage, and he's like randomly, hey, you want to tag with me?
Brandon, who is Braun Strowman's partner?
I don't know. There's so many options here.
Give me the options. Let's talk about it.
Well, all right. So we talked about people who are coming
clear.
back from injury. I personally don't think Samoa Joe, but Samoa
no.
Joe, Big
I feel like
Cass.
Joe's the obvious pick.
No.
Everyone's kind of like
No.
it has to
Joe's
be Joe.
he's going to miss WrestleMania. That's
Joe
what it is.
and Strowman would be a nice team, but go ahead.
No.
I don't
No.
see them as a nice team. I'm not doubting the possibility. It's
Nice
just
rivalry.
a possibility, but it's not something that I think about. But also Big Cass is coming back from injury.
Yeah, Edge.
Big Show recently signed a new contract, so we know he's still around.
Man, fuck the
also,
Big Show.
also,
Ooh, Big Show and Braun as a team would
Also-
Braun loves Big Show.
also not on the card, but recently signed a new contract, and it's not so surprising because we've already seen him wrestling. But Ziggler's not on the card, and
He's in a battle royal.
He's in a battle royal.
He's in the Battle Royal, but he can still show up. If Adam
By that
Cole,
logic-
It's at the Royal Rumble.
can do two matches.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Dolph Ziggler can
By
do
that
two
logic,
different
anybody
shows.
in the battle royal
Um,
should be fair game. But go ahead.
But I think the three possibilities, the one that I think most likely to happen is Elias. Elias has promised a big show, a big performance. Something's going to happen. It could be just a moment that happens
It's
because
gonna be a
WWE
moment.
is one big variety show.
He's going to have a
But
concert.
It may just be that.
he can't be limited. I mean, he doesn't have to be limited to just the one.
I think his
No,
big
no,
mo-
no,
I
no.
think his big moment is going to be the concert.
Look,
whatever.
look, we've seen Hulk Hogan and.
What about Hulk Hogan?
I was gonna say.
I was getting
Can't
there.
say that.
Hey,
You
you
never-
motherfucker.
I'm just
You
saying.
can't say that.
That's a good
Stop
pick.
Stop it.
I'm just saying.
That's a good pick.
I'm just saying Hulk Hogan and like Hassan didn't have a match, but they had a moment at WrestleMania.
Which I
So
still
I'm
remember to
not
this
doubting
Hulk
that.
Hogan's a good pick.
So I'm not doubting that Elias is just
coming for you.
going to do his concert, but I think his big moment could also be him showing up for Broman's match. I
Well,
think that's a
him and
possibility.
Roman-
Possibility number
call him
2.
Broman? That was awesome.
Elias and
like
Braun,
Roman.
Elias and
Roman.
Braun have been feuding, so it
really
doesn't
likes
make
that.
sense.
Oh please, this is WWE. We don't have to make sense.
Two feuds.
Like I
turning into
wish,
a tag team,
I
it
wish
happens all the
things
time.
made sense.
Because they're fighting
but
guys that had a feud and turned into a
I think
tag team.
possibility.
Hello, I'm Elias.
Can't be the same storyline fighting each
Possibility
other.
number 2.
Hold your applause.
Possibility number 2, there's been a lot of rumors about Hulk Hogan showing up. Now, the funny thing about Hulk Hogan is his own biggest hype machine. And
Would you
he'll
accept Hogan coming back if he came out to the
Devon
original
booked him.
Nation of Domination?
Only if he comes out. Only
That's
if
the only
he.
way I would take
Only if he comes out and he says, "What's up,
Look.
my nigger?"
Yeah,
That's-
He has to come out. He has to come out with
it has
our
to have it on the shirt. It
Yes.
has to say what's
R-Truth
but he has
needs
to
to
come out to
escort
the
him
original
out.
Nation of
Look,
Domination.
I'm not saying Hogan is the most likely. I don't think Hogan's the most
Shit,
likely.
and then Hogan comes out.
But I think Hogan can happen.
Hogan
Would
would
you
be-
accept Hogan coming back if he was managed by Louis Farrakhan?
I wouldn't give a
Get,
shit.
get out of your
Fuck
house.
Hogan.
Get out of your house. Get
I
out.
love Hogan. He's the guy that brought me into this business.
If Hogan
but
came
I'm
out with
done.
Chadwick Boseman, would it be
I'm-
okay?
We broke up.
Chadwick Boseman is in jail. That's legit.
You leave-
Confirmed.
Doesn't matter what kind of
It's confirmed.
Okay,
For theft
Enough.
of chicken.
Enough.
More innocuous black jokes. But go ahead.
Enough. Anyway, Hogan, I think, is a possibility. What's funny is I remember him being his own hype machine. It was like, oh, you never know. I'm probably going to show up soon. And then he would never show up.
That's 24/7, bro.
Yes,
You work all the time.
this year he said that he's not showing up.
only
And
reason why-
I don't believe it.
The only reason I say Hulk Hogan is on the board, and this is just me being not joking, this is for real,
Yes.
is because for the whole time that Hogan's been quote unquote suspended or non
Yes.
persona non grata, Mark Henry has been extremely vocal.
I agree.
About him not being a part
Which
of
is
the
why
product.
Elias
But
is
now
still my number
recently,
one
the
pick.
last few weeks, he's kind of softened on that a little bit.
Well, Hogan.
But then
Talking to the mic, you drunkie.
well, hold on. I still got one more.
Go ahead.
And that's
Brandon, you talk too much. Hurry up.
but I don't cut people off.
This is true. You're very.
No, you just steamroll.
Yeah, you just take all
There
the
is-
spotlight for yourself.
And
It's
then
like
there's-
Yokozuna sitting there.
And then there's Batista, who was originally chosen to be the tag team partner of Ronda Rousey, and then all of a sudden, supposedly,
Contract talk.
he said it. Batista said it.
Okay.
Batista
Yeah, that's
said
true. I
that there
read
were.
that.
Batista says a lot of things, but
Batista said that there were in negotiations for him to
we're
appear.
spending too much time on the Raw tag titles.
Okay.
No, finish.
Point is, he said that he was there was talks, and
It
then the
fell
talks
through.
all of a sudden fell through. If that was just a diversion and he just showed up,
Batista's a stupid idiot. He doesn't know how to work.
but Elias is my main pick. In fact, if this was too long and you need to edit shit out, let's just stick with Elias as my pick.
I already anticipated.
What's your pick?
Lewis? I would get long-winded answers, but go ahead.
He agreed with you. He said
Oh, I'm
Neville.
totally agreeing with Neville. 100%.
Yeah, we
I have
don't
no
need-
second. I have no backup.
Shake
I got
hands.
nothing. Neville.
Wow.
You shake it right here.
100%.
Really?
Shake it right there.
Neville.
Red arrow off the
music
top of
hits.
Braun Strowman's
I have
shoulders.
one pick.
I'll even agree there, dude. You're hitting it on the nose.
I have a main pick and I have a possible. And the possible is probably going to be like, nah, but just hear me out.
It's a cast.
My pick is Big Cass. Fuck you! You're the guy who should be on board with this, Mr.
The rated
He said
PG
on the last show-
superstar.
No, look at your face right now. I wish
What
I had
about
video.
if Enzo?
He actually said on the podcast.
Whoa. What about if Enzo?
Whoa. You need. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. I'm gonna get to that. Hold on. You weren't here at the last roundtable. I have it on YouTube clipped. You don't even have to hear the whole fucking show. Go to my YouTube, youtube.com/ajorsini96, and you will be able to hear this fucker actually say that Big Cass currently is better than Edge. And then you'll hear me and Matty pretty much destroy him after that.
All right, so I'm not gonna waste my time then.
No, but wait.
Are you retarded?
But here's
Did you see Big Cass at the Hall of Fame last night? He had
matter.
such a bitter face on his face.
Here's-
Every time they
here's
showed
the
him,
Because he knows he's not on tomorrow's show.
because he knows he's not Edge.
Here's the deal. Big Cass is favored by a lot of higher ups, so I can see this happening, kind of a twin tower deal between
I
Big
can
Cass
absolutely see it
and
happening.
Braun and getting the rub as the big guy and all that.
Well, I can
Let me
always
stop trolling. Let me stop
here's-
trolling. He was
here's
excellent in
where-
NXT against Aiden
Here's
English.
where I will
One
give
match.
you. Here's where I will give you a smidge of credit on your last claim with Big Cass and Edge and your comparison. Here's where I will give you the smidge. I showed that clip to a friend of mine, the same friend who brought up the Shawn Michaels Undertaker thing. Okay, you know who it is. Okay,
probably.
yeah. So I shared that clip and I shared it to him. In fairness, to mock you, I was like, "Listen to this idiot."
And then you got your
And then he
comeuppance.
heard the clip and he said,
No.
before you jump on him for saying that, remember that in 2008, he sat on my floor in my other apartment, and we were discussing top 5 wrestlers of all time. This is 08.
Okay.
And we were going back and forth. And, this is number 1, number 2, number 3. And at number 5, I had AJ Styles.
Okay.
At 5.
Okay.
In 2008.
In 2008. As the greatest wrestler I had ever seen in my entire life. And
good job for you.
And he
I think I was there for that.
Yeah, you were.
I was there for that.
You were there
I think
for
it's
that.
just him bragging
And
right now.
he
That's what this is.
No, he laughed in my face.
You know what? Shout out to Alexander Poland. I know exactly who he's talking about.
He laughed in my face. He just got greatest of all time. Bullshit. We're in 2018. And no one's laughing at that suggestion anymore. So here's where I will give you some credit. As of now, is Big Cass better than Edge? No. But based on the potential of what he can
He has no potential.
He
That's
does.
the thing.
Him versus
I
Aiden English,
disagree.
I thought was excellent. I loved him with Aiden English.
To me,
he showed me something there.
Here's where
but that
I
was
disagree
so.
with that. Here's
Hold on,
where I
hold on,
disagree with that.
Go ahead.
If the machine is behind him, he's got a chance.
I think he's got more than a chance if he puts
if
in
he's that
forth.
good, we'll
Hold
see.
on. Everyone has a chance if the machine is behind them.
Right.
I love him.
No, that's not true.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you guys a question.
Had no shot.
Let me ask you guys a
died.
question. What's the difference between
Maven.
Big Cass
Raven.
and Baron Corbin? What's the difference?
Wow.
Baron Corbin's excellent.
What's
That
the
was
difference?
actually a good point.
What's the
No.
What's the difference?
We'll talk what
Because
the
what's the
difference
difference
is.
behind Baron
Let's
and it
talk
didn't
what
work?
the
What's the
difference
difference?
is. Were you there when Shane Douglas was doing the Ludus training?
Oh, God.
Why do we even talk about this?
But listen,
All right, go ahead.
The
I-
point
we
is,
had
the
too
point
much time
is,
on the Raw tag
no,
time
look, what the
situation.
point
Yeah, we're
is,
still on the Raw tag titles.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin puts it in. His black hole slams are hard. He puts it in. You feel that his stuff is basic, as
Are you
basic as
defending
the
Corbin?
Absolutely.
Okay, but his
He
point
should-
was to defend your point. So why are you?
No,
going
no.
after
What
him?
I'm saying is, Big Cass is not there yet. He has the potential to get there.
I don't
to be
think he
that
does.
heavy hitter.
And to
But
compound that point,
I
we
think
said
Baron's
that if the
there.
machine gets behind him, he'll have a better chance.
What's the difference between him and Baron
What he's
Corbin?
saying is that because he said that anybody with the machine behind him has a chance, which is not true. We're proving
Eva
your
Marie.
point. You fucks it back. We're
I'm on
proving
both
your
sides.
point.
He has no clue what he's talking about.
Because the machine got behind Baron, and he's in right now. He's an unmitigated failure.
He's a par-
I wouldn't
Because
call
his
him
bad
a
attitude.
He's
failure.
a failure.
He's a
At
failure.
what point was
He's
he
not a
successful?
failure. He's a
No,
bad
no, no.
attitude case.
The only tribute,
At
to
least
his
Baron
success-
Corbin- at least
the
Baron
only
Cor-
success he can gravitate toward was the Money in the Bank briefcase and the U.S. title run.
Yep.
The briefcase was a fiasco,
Yes.
and the U.S. title run was a failure.
At least Baron Corbin has a cool finisher.
They pushed the
What's Big Cass's finisher?
which now we're finding out is not even his finisher. It was given to him by Sami Callihan.
Okay.
Okay, so he has nothing then. That's my point. He
Okay.
has nothing. The only claim to fame is the one move and the one move that
Can I
is.
say this?
I'm okay with him having someone else's move. I don't have a problem with
Okay,
this.
but the point is,
yeah. I mean, Sting and
I know that's a
Brett
bullshit
both did
thing
the
for
same
me to
move.
say.
At least
because
Baron
I'm-
Corbin has a cool finisher. What does Big Cass have? Nothing.
But that's
Baron
what he needs
Corbin
to
is
find.
Listen.
I'm okay with Big Cass as Braun's
I'm
tag
just saying,
partner.
all I said, which because he jumped on me, but all I said is that Big Cass has the capability and the potential. If he lives up to the potential or
Negative.
not is a completely different thing. He will disagree
I
with
think
that.
I think they're the yin yang
Moving
of
on
each
to the
other.
next
Yeah, we
topic.
really need to move on.
really need to move on.
Dear
because
God.
Listen,
NXT started.
This
You
is
said
supposed
Big
to air
Cass.
at noon tomorrow. I got a lot of energy. I got a lot of editing to fucking
No.
do.
Sleep,
You
AJ.
better wake up and have some Cheerios.
This is I completely
Bootios.
take all the responsibility for the fucking thing coming off the rails. I just love talking to these three fucking people. That part I'm going to leave in. I love talking to these fucking people. That's all that it is.
Yes.
So let's talk about the other tag team title matches on the other side of the diagram here. We're talking about the SmackDown Tag Team Championship.
I'm ready to spend a whole half hour on this, AJ.
Hold on. Because now at this
I'm
point,
joking. Go
I
ahead.
feel like I have to start being an asshole now and start cutting people short. Because there's too many matches. So what are we going to do? The SmackDown Tag Team Championship is on the line. We're talking about the Uso Penitentiary. Jay and Jimmy Uso defending the Tag Team Championship against the New Day and the Bludgeon Brothers, Rowan and Harper. And here's the thing. Here's where we're going to start. The New Day. 3 members. It's always promoted this way. It's the 2 Bludgeon Brothers. It's the 2 Usos. And then promoted is the 3 New Day members. So we're going to start with who's the 2 that will be competing.
Isn't Xavier still hurt? I thought he was still hurt.
I think he's selling an injury. But
So then you know who your 2 are.
the injury
Kofi,
was
Big E.
weeks ago. It wasn't that big a deal. He's still on the table.
If it's NBA Jam, you're picking Kofi and Big E.
It's NBA Jam style. First of all, let's pick the 2 and then who wins the match. Pick the 2 New Day members and then who.
Are we all
who
in
is your
agreement,
pick?
Kofi and Big E?
Yes.
I think we're.
That's across
Matty,
the board.
are you-
Kofi
I
and Big
think
E.
Xavier and Big E.
Oh, no,
I actually
no,
think
no.
Xavier and Big E as well.
This
It's
is,
been happening a little more often.
but these shows
So-
are Kofi's. Kofi's are going to do some crazy.
Royal
jump.
Rumble is
He's gonna-
Kofi's.
Kofi's is
No,
the Royal Rumble.
no, you're
The
going to
only
see
match where
Kofi
the New
do.
Day needs Kofi Kingston.
Kofi's done the
Royal
ladder matches on Mania.
Rumble. Ladder matches, the Royal Rumble. It's all
You're
Kofi's
going to get
used to, that's
Kofi
it.
hopping off something. If you got Kofi,
Hold on, it's a ladder match. We're getting off.
No, it's not a ladder match. It's a triple threat.
Whoops! I'm sorry. Yo,
it's
this
a
whiskey
basic-
is hitting me, baby.
That's awesome.
We've
Ladder
had
match.
actually no. For the record, for those of you listening, we started off with bourbon. We have moved on to
Ooh,
whiskey. Okay, yeah. No,
things have changed.
There you go. We're changing to a different liquor
bourbon
here. But
whiskey, isn't it?
the Usos, the New Day, and the Bludgeon Brothers. So first of all, Ian, we'll start with you. Okay, you already stated your 2 New Day members. Who's your pick for the?
This is the Usos match. This is their showcase match. This is the match they've been owed for
For
years
the record,
upon.
so we can skip ahead here. I also select the Usos. This is their moment for the same reason you're picking. They have the WWE has been very specific on promoting the fact that these guys are not only on the show but not the pre-show. For once, they're not on the pre-show.
And I think they're going to give us the classic super cake party that the Bullet Club gives us. So I think we're going to get one of
Yo,
those.
you stole my whole prediction.
I
you
know, I read your
motherfucker.
mind.
So hold on,
I'm
Matty
in your
Ming. Are
head.
you also selecting the Usos?
I select the Usos, and I think they're gonna have a huge freaking super kick spot where everybody's super kicking like that PWG shit.
Okay, Brandon.
I don't fucking know.
You stole my shit.
Look.
Get out of here if you don't. fucking know.
Look. So, we've
motherfucker.
talked about earlier Orsini's WrestleMania setup, the ornaments. He also has a bunch of papers promoting the show, and we all pick our prediction. So, if you look at our prediction and it's on paper, I picked the Usos. I picked the Usos to win this match. But to me, this is one of those matches where literally anyone can win. I don't think there's a lot.
I gotta disagree with that
I
one.
don't think there's a lot weighing on this match.
You already disagree, so we're not gonna get a rebuttal. So go ahead.
There's not a lot weighing on this match. I literally think anyone can win, but my pick is the Usos.
Wow, you sound like you're throwing this
No,
match
but he
away.
said, you know what's
It
funny?
might be really
At the end of all
entertaining,
that-
but
hold
I
on,
don't
Ian,
think
Ian, Ian, at the end of all that, he still picked the same person we all picked. We all picked.
But
the
you don't
Usos.
think they'll have that Uso moment?
It's
at
a
the end?
moment. The
No, I don't
Uso
give a
shit.
moment.
I don't. I think literally there's nothing weighing on this match. Will it be entertaining? Absolutely.
And you know what's
do
funny?
I think it matters who wins? No.
I don't want to go on a tangent here because we don't really have time for me to do that. We've already wasted enough time as it
You want
is.
to talk about it? Bring me back. I'll be here.
When I was growing up, I didn't grow up in the era of the Midnight Express and the Rockers. I didn't grow up in the era of Legion of Doom in their prime, so to speak. I kind of got them on the tail end and all that stuff. Like when you talk about tag team rivalry, the tag team rivalry that I grew up with was the one that we saw last night, which is the Dudleys, Edge and Christian, and the Hardy Boys. That's the one that I grew up with. And in my opinion, we really haven't seen a rivalry since. But I will go ahead and go on a limb and say that the New Day and the Usos is right there with any top WWE tag team feud that has literally ever been. I will go that far because their matches, pound for pound, even the ones that weren't on pay-per-view, and they did those rematch clauses on SmackDown, have been some of the best tag team matches, pound for pound, that I've ever seen.
I agree.
And I get
Yes.
a lot of flack because
Nope.
I respect the Young Bucks.
Not in this room.
I really do. I respect the Young Bucks. I'm not one of those people that throw them under the bus for the flippy shit, because I've seen the Young Bucks go out and have technical, professional
wrestlers.
wrestling match.
They're
Yeah, exactly.
wrestlers.
100%. As a matter of fact, it was 2 podcast episodes ago where the Golden Lovers versus the Young Bucks over at Strong Style Evolved. Gave them a ton of credit for that. That was a match that did not involve a whole lot of spots. It was complete 100% storytelling, and I always knew the Young Bucks were capable of it. And the fact that they spent 30 minutes telling a story is awesome. The Young Bucks are great, but pound for pound, the best tag team of 2017. I'm sorry, the
Is it
Usos.
LAX? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's the Usos. In my
Okay.
opinion, I've had a great time watching the Usos matches for this year. I can't wait for them to finally get their opportunity at WrestleMania. And the fact that I know the Bludgeon Brothers are there, but the fact that it's the Usos and the New Day is no fucking mistake at all whatsoever. I thought they were going to blow their load at Fastlane by doing the rematch, but including the Bludgeon Brothers, great storyline.
But just knowing Luke Harper's involved with that match, the shit he used to do in Chikara, I can't wait to see what he pulls off, man.
Oh, there you go.
He is a luchador in
we're
that
bursting at
body.
the seams. Go ahead,
I
Sam.
think you're absolutely right. Comparing the Usos rivalry with the New Day is as comparable with the Hardys and Edge and Christian
It is.
and the Dudleys. But you know what? Every now and then, the Acolytes won a tag team championship.
The Acolytes were awesome.
And I think
I'm not saying that there aren't.
No,
great
I'm
tag
just
teams.
saying, and this is the why my opinion was the way it was. I apologize if it feels like I didn't care. It's not that I don't care about the match. I think it's going to be really exciting. I just think that this is one of the matches where it can really go any way, and I think the Bludgeon Brothers can win. I think the Usos
strongly
are going to win,
disagree.
but I think the Bludgeon Brothers can win.
I kind of agree. He's still picking the
I
Usos.
think they're showcasing this for the Usos. I think this match is for them. Thank you, guys. Show us what you got.
This show is just for them.
No, but you know what I'm saying. You know, you've earned this position.
At this point,
you've
we're going to
earned
leave.
it.
At this point, we're going to leave the tag team division, and we're going to switch over to Matty Ming's favorite topic, which is the women. And we're going to switch over.
Yes.
We're going
The
to switch
women.
over to the women's side, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm hyped for both of these championship matches.
I
Excellent.
smell a cashin'.
You smell a what?
A
Carmella.
cashin'.
A concussion?
Cashin'.
A cash-in.
Yes.
A cash-in. Here's the question.
Staten
though.
Island
Cash-in-
wins.
Cash-in for which brand?
Raw.
No, it's only for SmackDown, right?
Is it,
No.
Is it SmackDown
It
exclusive?
could be anyone.
No, I believe it's.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I want to know where Matt's going with this.
Yeah.
Carmella.
So wait a minute. Okay,
No,
tell your
no,
story
no,
here.
no.
So let's start with this match since we're leading into that direction. Okay. So the SmackDown Women's Championship match, obviously Charlotte Flair once again finds herself in a prominent position here at WrestleMania. She's the golden child, and she deserves it. She's very, very good. But she's going in there against the undefeated yet to taste defeat Asuka at WrestleMania. Regardless of how this ends, because I'm going to start off with myself, I see Asuka winning this matchup. They need her undefeated continuously. But you sense the cash in. How do you see this going? Who wins this matchup and then the cash in? This is your moment, Matty Ming.
Which matchup are you talking about?
We're talking about Charlotte and Asuka.
Oscar wins, hands down.
Asuka wins hands down. So
Hands
you're
down.
But you
all right.
smell the cash
No,
in. You
the
smell
cash
it
in.
You sing on Raw.
I smell it on Raw.
Oh, okay. So
But
then
that's
we'll
the
get to
question
that
I was
later.
asking. Is the Suitcase SmackDown exclusive?
No, it's not.
I think it is.
No,
No,
but this
it's
is
not.
why I wanted to hear Matt
thought I was.
speak on this.
Okay, so let's say for the sake of argument that it was. Let's combine the two matches
All right.
together because we're short on time anyway. So let's go ahead and combine the two matches because
Okay.
the Raw side of it is Alexa Bliss defending the Women's Raw Championship against Nia Jax in a
Yes.
highly competitive feud. Okay, these two, Team Rude, everyone knows the social media aspect of it. Nia and Alexa are the perfect example of kayfabe in the 2018 year because they've done nothing but be friends online, personally, the total diva shit, and then they fucking flipped it on the fucking show. It's perfect. Alexa's gotten all the heat you're supposed to fucking get. Finally, Nia is over as a babyface. But you
Smell
sense,
it.
regardless of how Alexa and Nia
Smell
end,
it.
you smell a cash in. So not just the cash in. Explain to me Alexa, Nia, and feed us into the.
I think.
Tell the story.
I
for
think
us.
that Nia is gonna beat the shit out of Alexis, and she's gonna get disqualified because she's so wild up about getting called fat. she's going to get herself disqualified. And Alexa's going to be fucked up in the ring, cash in.
But she'll retain because
she'll retain because she gets disqualified.
Right,
and,
but she's gonna get fucked up.
and there goes the cash in.
And Carmella now moves to Raw over. So we lost Asuka. So do you predict Asuka winning the? You
100%.
So Asuka moves from Raw to SmackDown, winning the SmackDown Championship. But you predict Carmella moves to Raw with the cash in. Huge.
May I ask a question? Can you? I believe you can cash in mid-match. Is that correct?
I don't think she'll cash in.
That's what
Cash
Seth
in.
Rollins did.
Yes, he did.
She's not going to go to
get away
Seth.
with
time anywhere. To be fair, Seth Rollins was the first time it was ever done mismatch.
Yes.
But now we've confirmed
I
that
don't
to
think
be a
she'll
rule.
do it. You
So
can.
now can we say, can Carmella come in and take the match away from Asuka? And now
Also,
Asuka does not
As a
lose.
side note, before you guys
I
continue
think-
on, let me just because it just hit me as a lightning bolt. They were announcing on WWE.com recently, leading up to WrestleMania, that Carmella has officially held the briefcase longer than any Money in the Bank competitor has ever held
New
it.
Yorker, baby.
So
Because I don't think they're going to fuck with Asuka Charlotte. I think they're going to leave that for a pure wrestling
Nice,
match.
clean.
I think that's going to be a clean finish. And I think Asuka's going to go over clean. And it'll be stupid for... First of all, WWE is not crazy. They're not going to fucking let Carmella win over Asuka.
But no, not over Asuka. She pinned Charlotte.
No, but if she
And now
cashes-
Asuka did not. It's not a loss. It's a non-match. If
No,
anything,
they're gonna,
she took over
that
the match.
is a
It doesn't become
pure.
a triple
That is
threat.
a pure first time ever. That's like a main event match. That match might even be last.
But that's not a triple threat match.
I don't
It's
see the
now
cash-in
one-on-one.
happening.
If you
You don't
come
see the
mid-match,
cash-in
you
happening?
I
pin
don't see it
Charlotte.
happening.
Asuka didn't lose. That's not a
hold on
loss.
for 1 second. What don't you see happen?
Look, I don't see the cash in happening. I'm gonna keep it real quick. I see
It doesn't
Asuka-
expire?
I see Asuka winning.
Clean.
Yeah, clean.
Okay. And
I see
Alexa.
Nia Jax winning, and I hope to God she wins because this has been going on. Like this feud has been building and bubbling for a while, and I'm not the biggest Nia fan, but I'm sold. Like I'm sold on this storyline.
She is one sexy lady.
And so
say
I'm
that.
actually rooting for her.
Hey man, congrats.
But
to
like-
you.
like- like-
Yeah.
this out.
Wait,
That's a
I'm
big.
gonna finish.
That's
I'm
a
gonna
big
finish.
jar of brown sugar. I dip
I
into.
will say I can see Carmella cashing. You need that after WrestleMania Raw is special, and I can see Carmella cashing it in next day and ruining Nia's moment the next day.
Nah, but I don't
So
think she's
are
gonna
we
cash it
saying-
in. I don't think she's going to cash in and lose because she's not going to beat Nia Jax clean.
Are we saying Nia's winning, the Usos are winning, and Roman's winning all in one WrestleMania?
And The Rock showing up.
We didn't
We'll get
yet.
there when we get there.
Yeah. Don't count your chickens before you have.
That's all I'm saying.
Mr. Samoa
I'm
Dynasty.
sniffing around something here. You
Shout
see
out-
what I'm saying? This
shout out
could
to the
be.
greatest of all time.
All
We're
of a
about to
sudden,
win
this
that
is
small
now.
belt today.
All of a sudden, we got the Samoan Dynasty WrestleMania that we didn't expect.
Well,
That's
I
not
said
gonna
what
happen.
I said. I'm
We
ready.
can have a Japanese
I
WrestleMania.
never once.
You're absolutely right.
I didn't say nothing about Brock Lesnar winning just yet. I mean, Roman
Roman.
Reigns winning. I'm sorry.
Fuck
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
As a side note, I know we're talking about Alexa Bliss and Nia Jackson and Matty Ming is sensing a cash in, but I feel like there's more. What else can you give me about the
I would just like to say, as a father to a daughter, it is wonderful to see the WWE actually have real fucking women's wrestling. I mean, I'm not talking about fucking Kelly versus fucking Snooki or some other fucking tits and ass show fucking doing.
Pause. Okay, pause for a second. As the father of a daughter, Ian, you are also the father of a daughter. Brendan, you don't have kids because you're stingy.
You have kids in your
I don't
balls.
plan to.
You're stingy.
Brandon
with your
has
semen.
kids in his balls,
Yeah.
and they're ready.
You're stingy
and
with
they're
your
fertile.
You're stingy with your semen. You
He's
have not
stingy.
found a female worthy
selling it.
of
We know
your
it.
insemination.
Wait, he has a girlfriend. You can't say that.
whoa.
Yeah, he has found a woman worthy.
My
He
current
hasn't
girlfriend is
inseminated.
very worthy.
She is worthy.
But children are overrated and stupid.
Okay, there you go.
Depends how you build
Of the
it.
four people talking right now, 3 of us are fathers, but only 2 of us are fathers of daughters.
Yes.
Right.
I don't want to spend too much time on this, but are you guys yay or nay on the idea that they got rid of the fabulous Moolah name to this battle royal? Or does
I
it not
actually
care at
don't know
all?
the history of Moolah to
hi.
talk crap about it at all.
Then you
So I
didn't listen to
can't.
my podcast, you asshole.
I
Moving
didn't.
on
I
from
told you
there.
I didn't earlier. I've been working like crazy. 18 hours, dude.
Go ahead,
Damn.
you, Matty Ming.
What is the question?
How do you feel about the ixnay of the Fabulous Moolah name on the battle?
I mean, she's a horrible fucking person. She was pimping. She was stealing money. I mean, if she was black, she would have been lynched. I think that's the only reason she really got away with this shit, because she was a white woman doing this to,
So the Godfather gets to do it and she doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, she was the real life Godfather.
That's right.
She was pimping out wrestling women. She was taking money for them. Women would get fucking booked for a show and get paid like $200, and she would take the money and then give the women $50 and pocket $150 for absolutely fucking nothing. Like, she's a horrible woman.
She got away with it for a
Wow, that's
while.
all true? I didn't know that.
That is real true.
I just said before, I had no idea.
Show. I will give you the 411, brother.
Yeah, why?
Three
Holy moly.
simple words. Sweet Georgia Brown. Just go ahead and look back at what
She's
I
a
just,
horrible woman.
I did not know it was this
I
bad.
ran it down. It's horrible.
I don't care.
Oh, she needs fuego.
Why, it's dead?
We have the tag team title situation we're talking about. We're talking about Cena. What do you got over here? Hands
No.
raised.
As far as the battle royal and removing her name,
Spoiler. Fuck, man.
Right.
It popped up on my.
stay off your phone. Okay. So I don't care.
Because I was leading toward the battle royals. Now we're gonna talk about the battle royals.
I don't care that they removed her name. I didn't care that she was on it. I understand why she was on it before. She's been built up.
They got
as
away with it
this.
for so long. They were like, "Fuck it," and just fuck it.
I mean,
no one knew.
Look.
It's 2018 and Ian
Look,
didn't know.
I think the WWE thought, 2018, nobody's going to know about these atrocities from the 50s.
If it was not for Snickers pulling the advertisement,
Yes.
it would
Or
not
threatening
matter.
to. They hadn't
Or
pulled it.
threatening
Yeah,
to.
yeah.
They got angry.
Look, Jimmy Snuka has his past. He's still a Hall of Famer.
Let me tell you something.
He's still
man.
acknowledged.
Jimmy
wait,
Snuka is a murderer, and he's
hold
better
on.
than the Fabulous Moolah.
Anyway, he has his past. We still talk about him. Ultimate Warrior is
killed
not the
him, man.
most politically correct person. I'm not
hated
saying
gay
that he's a
You
pimp
just
or
named
anything
everybody
like
I've
that.
already killed on this show. For the same reason.
See, both of us. Not just me.
Yeah, he had the Snuka, the case with his girlfriend.
You,
and getting
got
away with
Snuka,
murder,
you got
the Vince
Ultimate
McMahon
Warrior.
walking into the room
If
with a
the
briefcase.
idea,
Yeah. I said all this shit already.
Let me tell you something. Jimmy Snuka would have got caught in the first 48.
I agree.
Okay?
This is all old news, so I don't care that they removed her name. Is it a good move politically? Yes. Do I have a problem with
It's
it as a
business.
fan? No,
Business.
I
Yeah,
don't care. All I care
WWE
about,
hates negative publicity. Hates it.
Well, they're stock. They have stocks. They can't lose it.
They hate it.
all I care about is Ruby Riott winning the Battle Royal.
Did you write that down, Ruby Riott?
I don't know.
You have
I
Ruby,
think it's
you have
still
Ruby
blank
Riott.
there.
I predict that Ruby Riott will be the first lesbian wrestler.
Oh jeez.
Open lesbian.
You're
I'm gonna
already
go check.
wrong.
I'm gonna
You're
go.
already wrong.
I'm gonna go check my
The
paper.
first openly gay woman that the WWE has ever hired is Sonya.
No, but as a character.
Is Sonya?
Was she really
Yeah, they're
openly?
already announced. Yeah, they've been talking about it in NXT already. Yeah, it's a done deal.
But does she have like
What
a
is all that access
does she
to
have like a
everything?
lesbian finisher name like the Lips Lock or something like that?
Absolutely not. I've been waiting for
Are you saying
as long
she's
as
going to
the
do the
word-
scissor hold?
Ah, damn it. He was literally saying it as I was trying to explain. I'm waiting for a scissors.
You took too
a
long.
scissors move. You're just so creative.
You've been
Ian.
pushing us along all night. I might as well, come on, hurry it
You're
up.
just so listen, the reason why I'm hurrying up is because you fucking people talk to.
Look, he's writing it on the wall. He's official. It's official.
He's making it
Her
official on the
female
wall.
finisher move is going to call it the female on
That's the
female.
women's battle royal, the Andre the Giant battle royal, guys. Where are you guys leaving?
Wait, I didn't pick my pick.
Honestly,
We did not actually. Go ahead.
Mandy
Go-
Rose.
I didn't think
This is Mandy Rose's big
I
moment.
honestly think it's going to be Paige.
She can't. She
Paige.
can't wrestle. She's not
Paige.
allowed.
She's not cleared, bro.
It doesn't matter. She doesn't have to do
Has to
anything.
be
I'm
that
gonna
is
get
Sasha
on that
Banks.
in all
baby.
fairness- in all
Sasha
fairness,
Banks.
I'm gonna give him an out. Pick a possible.
Sasha Banks and
Okay.
Bailey are arguing, and they're fighting, and they're both about to eliminate each other.
I said that
Paige
earlier.
runs in the ring and tips them both over, wins.
Mandy
Booyah.
Rose does that. Agree on the other side. Mandy Rose does
As
that.
a possible,
That
I
will
would
happen.
As a possible, I would say Sasha Banks.
Did you make a women's battle royal pick?
Yeah. I said
Ruby Riott.
Right.
Then we
and-
said
and-
scissoring joke.
And as a possible, I don't know.
Mandy
But
Rose, Ruby
Maria
Riott.
Menounos as a possible.
If that bitch gets one more fucking spot, go ahead.
Menounos.
As my possible,
Yeah. I'm giving you one out because Paige is not gonna have it.
Paige, I say, and as my possible, I would have to say Sasha Banks.
Okay. All right. My pick for that fucking thing, the women's battle royal. This is gonna sound a little odd, but I'm actually gonna go with Mickie James.
Ugh. I would love that.
And
I
the
don't
only
think it's gonna
reason-
happen.
And the only reason why I think because
Veteran.
if Mickie James, if you really think about it, the women's
I
battle royal.
just can't stand her.
Who
Why?
really hold
I
on one
can't.
second. Let me just explain why. Who really stands to gain literally anything from this women's battle royal? If Mickie James wins, believe it or not, because it's already been announced as a kickoff match. That adds to the Alexa Nia Jax later on because
Do you wanna know-
Mickey's going to be with Alexa later on.
Do you want to know what Mickie
Part of the
James
story
reminds me
now.
of?
I think that's really smart. I predict Mickie James is the 4th woman eliminated. in the
No.
battle royal.
Do you want to know what Mickie James reminds me of? Mickie James reminds me of a divorced woman of a mother of two.
Mickey James what? A divorce woman.
She reminds me of as a divorced woman and a mother of two. She's just so out of touch to me.
Well,
Those
for
are
the
my
record-
best friend
for
that
the
way.
record, sir, she only has one kid, and her husband is the NWA World Champion. So pay some fucking respect.
Who was at the Hall of Fame last night?
I just feel.
Oh shit! Nick was at the Hall of Fame.
He
last
was
night?
there.
I just feel like a man keeps leaving her, and she's sad.
Me and
She
Mickie
wouldn't-
James had a
Why are you
great
building
time.
this sad
at
story
House
of
Glory.
Mickie James?
Good friend of mine, Mickie James.
It's like the
Shout
ballad
out.
of Mickie James.
I've never got a
This
chance
is
to
so
work with
sad.
Mickey, but I got nothing but positive shit to say about Mickey. So we talk about. Hold on.
She destroyed Trish. She took Trish out, man.
Oh,
She's
come on.
legendary.
And now life,
Number 4
is,
eliminated.
now life has taken her
We
out.
thought we did the pleasure. Mrs. O is now back in the room, and I just want to say out loud that we took the liberties of discussing he who should not be named in your absence. So that match has been done. The tag team division-
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Fuck
look,
that
see?
guy.
Fuck that guy.
I hate him, son of a bitch.
Oh, we have a new villain now. Hold on. We have a new villain.
In all sincerity, I think Undertaker versus Voldemort would be really interesting.
Voldemort. We spoke about.
You can't say his name.
We talked about the tag team division. We talked about the women's division. Now let's divulge a little bit into the non-title situation because there's definitely a conversation that needs to be said. And I promise you, when we talk about this, all of us, I promise you, the audience out there, we're going to be on the wrong page about this. All of us will be on different pages about this.
Shout out to Paige.
Daniel
Diamond
Bryan,
Dallas.
Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
Woo, Swerve City, baby.
Let's set the stage here. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn is the only match here with a stipulation, and the stipulation is
Swerve
it's all bullshit,
City.
but let's go through the formalities of it. If Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon win this matchup, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are extremely fired, super duper above all average.
But are they
firing.
just fired from SmackDown, though?
They're moving to Raw.
They're supposed to be fired altogether. Which is
I just feel like this match
They
smells.
specified that they would be fired from WWE, which includes all brands, including your phony, fake, mythological NXT brand.
You don't say
would
that,
be
sir.
done-
How dare you.
They would be done from WWE. If Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win the matchup, they will be reinstated as full-time competitors. Now, here's what I really want to discuss about this matchup. It has really nothing to do with Shane McMahon, because at this point, what does it really matter? Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. The real topic of conversation for this matchup, whether we like to admit it or not, is Daniel Bryan in his return match.
Yes.
The three
Yes.
of you, I know
Yes.
for a fact,
Yes.
have not heard my podcast. So,
Yes.
what I will
Not
say,
true, but
what I will-
okay.
Yes.
I will preface this by saying this. Before Daniel was cleared, and we need to talk about this because for anybody who follows my show, they know that I've said this, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite about this. Before the clearance, I stood on the side of when the conversation took place that should Daniel Bryan wrestle again or not. I have stood on the side of not. I believe that Daniel Bryan has done more than enough in his career where he doesn't have to sacrifice anymore. I'm a husband. I'm a father. He's a husband. He's a new father. You've made enough money. You've done enough things in this business. You're a legend from now until the end of time. You do not need to further risk injury. Now, the reason why he was cleared is because medically he passed all the tests. His brain came out okay. His body came out okay. To me, that's a win. If you can do all the shit that Bryan Danielson has done in his career and walk away with a clean bill of health, brother, cash in your chips. You got away with one, in my opinion. You got away with one. You dodged the bullet here. Call it in. But he's not calling it in. He's going to let that motherfucker ride. He's going to put all his chips back in the middle of the table. He's going to get into the ring. So here's the question that I pose to my roundtable. Give me your pick on this match. Also, what is your stance on Daniel Bryan performing with his medical history? Ian, you have the most befuddled face out of everyone here. You're the indie guy. You
just in general. I just take it's strange to say somebody has had enough when they are capable. He is capable.
We don't know if he's capable.
He is.
We'll find out of this airing.
He's passed all his tests, mentally, physically, whatever it is. He's capable. He's going to come back hardcore.
Side note, WWE exclusive on YouTube last night, he was training as most recently as last night to get the quote-unquote cobwebs out.
You know he's been training at home.
He has, but even he admitted. For instance, he practiced that backflip spot from the
I watched.
This is the only footage that WWE is allowed to do. He's probably been doing those at home with Bree, showing her what to do.
Because he's been showing it on his Twitter. He has that backyard ring where he trains and he brings guys in.
He knew where he is. He understands his body, and he is fine. Who are we to say you've had enough?
We're the objective third party. That's because I've heard that 1,000 times. I've been saying that before, and I've been hearing that 1,000 times.
His
Who
tests
are we
are
to
100%.
say? We don't make the final decision. Daniel makes the final decision. But as a third-party person, not only a third-party person, but someone who's dealt with injuries of that kind before, I have a concussion history. I have a spinal injury history, and I know where he's coming from. And now he's had it on a far greater extent than I have, and has done it on a bigger stage than I have.
But he is
healed.
I'm
telling him, I would not want to risk that if I had a family.
He is 100%. He is cleared.
We don't know.
So we are now back
saying
to
we're 100%.
See, but you can't be a
he's not
third
saying
party.
they are.
You can't be third party and objective when you don't have the same materials in front of you. You don't have the test results. You were not speaking with the doctors, so therefore you can't objectively come up with a conclusion.
Yes.
I can objectively come up with a conclusion based on what I've been shown. If I haven't been shown,
you haven't been shown crap.
You're just saying you're insinuating he's being dishonest to get to do what he wants to do.
No, I'm not
but he's not doing what those old school guys are doing, like Randy the Ram.
Hold on. Previous to the material that's been currently presented as him being cleared, all I have heard thus far is that he's cleared
so it's
to
hearsay.
perform. That's it. No, exactly, yeah.
So you want to be objective on hearsay.
He's cleared to perform.
It is.
No, it's not.
No, you're hearing it from somebody else.
I'm hearing it
and
from
he's
Daniel Bryan,
WWE cleared to perform.
Right. That's the part that's not under discussion.
Honestly,
he's cleared to perform. I have been not shown. She made a very good point. I have not been shown any medical information that proves to me he's prepared to perform. I have been shown medical evidence that he is not. When he was retired originally, and you've seen it, they showed it on ESPN when he did the interview, the retirement interview. They showed it on the Raw leading up to his announcement of retirement. They showed us medical evidence that proves he should retire. They have shown us
100%
zero evidence that he should be cleared and returned to wrestle.
But are we to see it? It was a tragedy, and it was.
Well, I feel as though.
But now his case isn't closed.
To show it to us that he's not. Why haven't you taken the time to show us that he is?
Maybe it's coming after WrestleMania.
Well,
Maybe that's the
feel
next
as though WWE is a smart company, and they're not going to let this guy die in a fucking ring.
They can't.
They can't.
They did it already.
They can't. Because the only reason, and this is fucking. Listen, let me not say
they're
fact.
They're a publicly traded company,
but
dude.
I strongly believe the only reason they're letting him wrestle is because he's made it a public, factual thing that the minute his contract expires, which is in August, he's wrestling somewhere else. That's a fact.
I agree.
I
agree.
But I don't believe they would be able.
The only reason that they don't want that to happen is because they invested in him and made him a global superstar. If he wrestles for New Japan or Ring of Honor, that is box office. That all in show between Cody Rhodes and Young Bucks, that's September. His contract is up in August. Where the fuck do you think he's going first? And they don't want it to happen. That's why they caved. They waited. They had him on the contract for 3 years. They waited until 6 months before his contract expires to clear him. Not a mistake.
I understand where you're coming from, but I think just because this is a publicly traded company, they have to do it the right way.
Bullshit.
In this concussion, right now
months.
the talking right now is all about concussions. That's the story going on. You got Chris Nowitzki fighting you. He's looking to get this to stop.
I brought that up in the podcast.
But
many
he's
moons
hunting
ago.
this. They cannot let, and they found out he is safe. He did some kind of like air something to his brain.
Go ahead.
Look into, but you can't just say horseshit. I don't know the technical aspects because I'm not smart enough. But if you dig deep a little
I
bit,
think he's completely
you can
healed.
hear what he.
I don't think.
Hold on. Time on. Go ahead, Brandon.
Concussion-wise.
He literally bursting at the seams. Go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, the pick. I see Kevin Owens and Sammy taking this.
There's no other pick besides that.
Yeah, that's why we're not talking about that.
You can't fire Owens and Sammy.
Look. I've
Who
seen
needs to fall? Shane McMahon, obviously.
Look. I've seen Roman Reigns suspended and show up the very next week, beat up U.S. Marshals, and then show up the next week without any.
Cena fired.
I've seen
NXT.
I've seen
Gargano's no longer NXT until next week.
I've seen Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero solve a paternity dispute with a ladder match.
Yeah.
So don't tell me that there's only one way this match
That
can
is
go.
the way to solve a
Literally
paternity
anything
suit.
can happen. But I do see Kevin Owens and Sammy winning. Now, as far as the second part, whether he should. I don't think he should be continuing. But if he is going to continue, as we see, wrestling with the WWE, I think, is the healthiest way to go about it. When I
agree with that. Yes.
When I look at people like Muhammad Ali, when I look at people like Frazier, not the TV show, I'm talking about the boxer. I look at these men who were fit enough to do the job that they were doing and end their careers unable to speak coherently and damaged goods by the time they were in their old age. So I think wrestling with the WWE, I don't think there was really a choice. It's either there was no Daniel retiring. That was never going to happen. It was either he's going to go wrestle at bingo holes and armories.
I have no
He
intention
said
of actually
the
retiring.
steps to take that Muhammad Ali may have not taken, or any of these other guys known to take.
But neither
to
did Frazier. Do you know how
is
Frazier's
healed.
life ended up?
But
In a fucking, he was incapacitated.
They
for
said
forever.
he's healed.
No.
They did whatever test they did and said he's
Ian,
got the brain
does
of
not heal that way.
Even-
It doesn't
look,
work
even
that
if
way.
he was
that shit doesn't go away because
I mean,
even if he's
No,
a
they
hun-
said it was some kind of like I don't know what it is. I
look,
read it. It was like this like air
How old are
thing.
you? Like I'm not even trying to like insult
No,
you.
the brain doesn't
I'm
heal like that.
35. Look, my neck still hurts from
the
shit
Bacardi
I
Cola,
did
yeah.
10 years ago. You know, I am not
Five-star Productions.
100% healed.
The future
You
presentation,
know,
Brandon Lewis.
and I work out. I eat mildly
Yoga?
healthy.
Yoga?
You know, I do
do
practice
yoga?
yoga. Yes,
I do hot yoga.
It's I care about my health. I want to live for as long as I can, and when I am old, I want to be able to walk on my own 2 feet.
And I'm not going to
So,
cast aspersions
but
towards
I'm
Daniel
just
Bryan.
saying,
Yeah.
it hurts. Like I am not 100%, and I know that Brian has more muscle mass than me. I know his workout regimen.
goddamn
is
guy had a
strong
He's
as
kind
mine.
of looking a little kiddish
Well,
right now.
I'm
His
just-
body now compared to when he retired is completely different.
But it was always better. But it's still better than
You have the
mine has ever
body.
been.
You have the body of a middle-aged poppy.
I'm but Daniel Bryan, even if he's 100% healed, like literally his body was somehow magically refreshed to like hit the reset button, he is now putting his body into whatever trials and errors that will go through on the road. And I'm just happy that at least You know, I'm not saying he'll be on the Brock Lesnar schedule, but we don't have to have him wrestling every week.
I did say that on the podcast.
We can.
He's on the wrestling.
That's fine too.
He's going full time.
That should be a lot of people. This should be seasonal a little bit.
I'm trying to tell you.
I don't listen to each episode.
When it was cleared, when he was cleared, I
heard
say
you had one.
That the fact that they have what I said on the previous, not the previous, it was just a few podcast episodes ago, but what I said is that WWE got a gift from God. They got a main event player that came out of nowhere. Someone that they can institute and plug in right now at the top of the card, and it always helps to have that, especially around WrestleMania season. Even though he's a full-time guy and he should be a full-time guy, the blessing is that he's the general manager, because that means you can keep him on TV without him physically having to be involved, and you can use him for your big 4 shows. He does not. There should be no Daniel Bryan matches on Backlash and Vengeance or whatever the fuck you have. SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, WrestleMania. That should be the only times that we see Daniel Bryan, because that way at least you could extend his career farther. All right, I want him in the ring at all. Right, I'm not even Triple H. Triple H versus like 1 or 2 times. Go ahead.
I just want to get to my predictions because I had.
No, because you already said your prediction for.
No, I didn't. I didn't say my prediction.
You said
What's your prediction for the
Velvet
tag team?
I 100% believe Kevin Owens and
No shit, everybody just said
Sami
that.
Zayn's winning, but I think Bryan is turning super heel, and I think
That's been pitched,
super heel.
but it would be.
Come on, Bryan
It would
coming
be
back.
career suicide.
Daniel Bryan coming back is red fucking.
The only
hot.
problem I would
red
have with that,
hot.
if he was just a performer and he turned heel, I would go with that. The problem is he's general manager. And he's right now is another heel authority figure.
No, I think he's dropping that.
Literally the last
I think he's
thing.
definitely dropping that.
I see Shane being the cause of the fuck up because he's already sick
Shane's eating
and
his pain,
injured.
there's no doubt about that.
He's already sick and injured recently. Not like he was cleared 2 years ago. You know, he's sick and injured, and you know what? Fuck it, helicopter crash too. You know, if Shane doesn't take the pin,
Man, ate a helicopter crash.
but I feel like because he loses, because he takes the pin, I see him turning heel on Daniel.
Ian, you're bursting at the seams.
Can we go a little wild here? What if this is a double swerve and Shane brings out 3 people to come after
If you're gonna say the
DB, KO?
Rossi, I'm gonna fucking.
Oh no, but
That'll be fucking.
and
I would love the Juicy Posse to
I'm
come out.
kind of going toward that. What if AOP and another guy is coming out and going to destroy?
Shane.
Shane doesn't like DB, really. Shane doesn't like those guys.
You
That's
do
a
get-
double
you do
swerve.
get the vibe
You
that Shane
have
just kind of tolerates Daniel.
you have Daniel Bryan still as your face, and
Right.
you got KO and Sammy still doing what they do. They're having fun. Now you got your triple ROH group against your new call-ups.
AOP being involved in this tag match would definitely be a wild card. But speaking of wild cards, let's talk about this cruiserweight title match for a second, because this is, to me, is the sleeper match of this entire fucking show. And I know it's on the kickoff, and my wife brought it up earlier. That
Huge.
Perhaps the first match of the kickoff would be the cruiserweight championship. I think that would be a mistake because it did it last year with Aries and Neville,
then they cut it.
and then they cut it all kinds of fucked up. I actually truly believe this should be the main event of the pre-show. Would be Cedric and Ali, and I think we're gonna have differing opinions on the winner of this matchup. But I love the fact that this cruiserweight championship match, it was just a tournament final. For those of you who haven't been paying attention, the 205 Live did a cruiserweight tag team tournament to replace Enzo as the cruiserweight champion. And it's pretty much followed the Cruiserweight Classic format. It was a really good tournament. I liked a lot of the matches on the tournament. But this was the final everybody wanted to see. And it's taking place at WrestleMania. To me, it is the stealer of the show. This was going to be great. I'm going to go ahead right now and go on the line. I'm going to be first on this. I'm going Cedric Alexander. It's the one that everybody wants. Mustafa Ali is a very short possible here. I love Mustafa Ali. I think he has surprised me. He's the one guy from the Cruiserweight Classic that got signed I did not know. I knew nothing of Mustafa Ali before that signing, and it's an awesome signing. This guy can work his ass off, and him and Cedric Alexander, of course, Alexander I knew about from his Ring of Honor days and his time down in the North Carolina territory. So I know a lot about him, and the fact that these two are in the final is amazing. I think it's going to be a great match. I'm going Cedric. Ming, where are you going?
I'm going Cedric too.
Cedric, he's going Cedric Alexander. Brandon, where do you stand?
Wakanda forever.
I think smart pick is Cedric, but I'm going with Mustafa Ali anyway.
Ian,
Not just Alexander, dude. I think Alexander's gonna put on a show like we haven't
Win or
seen.
lose,
dude.
this match is gonna be a show.
I think Alexander's coming out the winner. If he comes with the belt or not, I see AJ Styles in him. If I see that hybrid, that I'm excited about Cedric Alexander. I can't wait for this one,
Absolutely.
dude.
What's the background
You'll
of
see.
the other guy?
Who's the other guy?
From Chicago.
No, his
Which guy are you talking
ethnicity. What?
Mustafa Ali?
Yeah.
Asian.
Pakistani.
Yeah.
No, he's Pakistani.
I think he's Pakistani,
He's the first Pakistani wrestler in WWE.
They're gonna
Ever.
put him over just for the international factor, just to get the ratings, just to get other countries involved.
I don't think you're getting any ratings in this, but I do think
Well, but you know what I mean, like just for the if so that
Gender
they get
him.
more fans.
No, I understand.
They're
I
gonna get
agree.
those clicks and those
Del Rio
subscriptions
him.
based on the matchup
Depending on the
overall.
tour.
It doesn't
I think-
determine the winner. You don't have to win.
Imagine he wins and then Trump deports him.
Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, Donald Trump.
Yeah,
ISIS show.
Hall of Famer.
ISIS shows up.
They will. They're part of the WWE universe.
Travel ban.
Best tag team ever.
WrestleMania.
Ice.
It's WrestleMania. It's the perfect time to debut.
Ice.
A run
Bring
in
back
by
the Harlem
Putin.
Heat song.
Yo, travel ban.
Putin.
Ice.
Fuck off with that fucking.
Imagine Cedric hits him with a finisher, the travel ban.
No.
The travel ban. Yo, if that's not the name of the 450 league after
That sounds like a TV show on the network.
that is the end of that. Okay, we talked about the Battle Royals. We talked about the tag team division. We talked about the women's division. We hit on Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon. Let's talk about the mixed tag team match. Kurt Angle and the debuting Rowdy
match.
Ronda Rousey versus the Game Triple H and Mrs. Game,
Game.
Stephanie McMahon.
I'll go first.
Stephanie.
Give me your prediction
This
first
match
off.
is going to be
You
3
have to say
minutes
it like
long.
Triple H, though.
This match is going to be 3 minutes long, and they're going to obviously Ronda. You think it's going to be a long match? Hell no.
It's gonna
This
be
match-
all months.
I don't think it should be
It's
a
gonna
long
be
match.
60
I think
minutes.
it's going to be.
I
a
think
long
it's going to be 3 minutes.
I think the entrances are going to be longer than the match.
Thank you. High
And
five.
they're going to be better than the
High
match,
five.
too.
Fucking.
Yo, not for nothing, man. This is going to be done long. But no, Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey going to be like a 30-second entrance. Triple H and Stephanie going to have like 5 minutes allocated just for
They're probably
5
gonna,
minutes.
they're
It's the
probably
first
going to come
quarter
in
of the
through helicopter.
They're going to
then
start their
they're
intro
gonna-
at the pre-show.
They're gonna ride one of the fucking Pacific Rim Titans into the ring.
First of all,
They're
just
coming in the RoboCop.
Just the thought of them having a match together for the first time ever at WrestleMania. Regardless of who wins this match, Triple H and Steph are going to slip off to a side.
They're having
to where
sex
it's
right
fucking-
before the match,
right,
too.
Right after. No, not before.
You know,
They're be so
you
wrapped
don't
up
think
about
you
the
don't think
match.
she's gonna suck him off right before?
Man, no way. Women weaken knees, as they say. In the
that's
old
true.
Rocky
Stephanie, come to the locker room.
They got 4 daughters. He has laid the game on this bitch many a time. I'll tell you right now.
Wow, 4
Look,
daughters.
Triple H,
Whoa.
and Kurt Angle. You're
That's
looking.
5 periods happening all at once at his house.
That's a lot of
Triple H
protecting.
and Kurt Angle is the majority of that match.
For someone who calls himself the cerebral assassin, he should have had a better pull-out game than that.
Oh wow, we're gonna see Triple H, Kurt Angle have the majority of this match. We'll probably see Ronda Rousey have some control over Stephanie. Triple H will hit her from behind. Stephanie gets control.
Hit her from behind.
booking it.
That's what she said.
He's booking it.
Yeah, you know Stephanie will get control then because we know she can't take Ronda like hand to hand. She already put Triple H through a table.
Well, with all the controversy happening right now with the UFC and
Conor McGregor.
the hand trucks being thrown at buses and whatnot, it's nice to know
That boy's strong.
You know that's going to happen on Raw. You know somebody's throwing something through a
if
bus.
they don't have Ronda doing it, it's a waste of time.
They're copying that on Raw.
Did you see him?
at me.
No. Did you see Conor McGregor doing the Vince McMahon walk out of jail?
Yeah.
That was the funniest shit ever.
Came out of jail from Brooklyn. Same jail.
That UFC situation with Conor McGregor influences my choice, my pick here. I'm going to choose Stephanie McMahon and Triple H winning, and then on Raw, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon arriving to Raw in a bus, and then Ronda Rousey just throwing a fucking hand truck at the fucking bus.
That's awesome.
For no reason at all whatsoever. And then the only person that gets injured is Jim Johnson for some reason, because he just happened to be on the bus.
When I saw him
I
walking
wanna
out of
say, first
jail,
of
it
all,
was great.
I feel like
Could
first
be
of all has been
slated
said
up.
about 5 times. So sixth of all, fuck Stephanie and Shane for even being on this card. And
But they're on every card, though. We shouldn't be surprised at this.
No, I'm not
They're
surprised.
They get
I'm
a payday
annoyed.
and they get
I'm not
residuals
surprised. I'm
and,
annoyed. But you know what?
Where's my no way Jose call up at this point?
My pick is Kurt and Ronda, and I hope it's quick. I doubt it will be. We have a great chance of just seeing the NWO come out for no reason.
Yes.
It's just going to be a fucking show because a
Kenny
real
Omega's in-
match is not happening here. This is a show.
Speaking of a show, I would like to predicate all of what I am about to say that you, Mr. Ian, that you, Mr. Brandon, that you, Mr. Matty Ming, the mother of my child, we all must pay homage. All of you dogs, get on your fucking knees
And
right
bow.
now and bow.
That's some Greek
at
god
the
right there.
altar of the modern day Maharaja.
I'm always a fan of
as he
him.
prepares to win the United States Championship here at WrestleMania. I am not doing picks for this matchup. The United States Championship will be the defending champion Randy Orton defending against the glorious Bobby Roode, Rusev Day Rusev, and the only logical pick for this matchup, Jinder Mahal. There is no picks to be made here. This is done. No, I'm closing the door on all of you.
But he was my pick. It's on the paper.
All of you. All of you. I don't even care if you support Rusev.
I mean, this one is tough.
It's not tough.
It's definitely
easy.
tough.
Rusev is gonna
Because they can go. We can go
He's
several.
American.
We can go several different.
Oh,
No,
they're not all
you can't go
American.
several
One's
different
Canadian.
ways.
Rusev threatened to be released.
The only reason I say
Rusev Machka.
evidence to my pick of Jinder Mahal winning this matchup is the greatest Royal Rumble of all time taking place in the Middle East. It's all just more promotion for the fact that Jinder Mahal is the greatest WWE champion of all time.
I agree.
And now, based on tonight's show, which is when this is airing, he will be the greatest United States champion of all time. And if he ever decided to drop weight, he'd be the greatest cruiserweight champion of all time.
I'd like to see those vignettes.
And if his Bollywood boy would get off the injured reserve, he'd be the greatest tag team champion.
What injury does he have?
Agreed.
He should get released just so he can bring the Bollywood boys to Ring of Honor and win the 6-man tag team titles, and he'd be the greatest 6-man tag team champion of all time.
100%.
Jinder Mahal is the greatest wrestler of all time, and nobody here has any opinions about it at all whatsoever.
I agree.
That's the end of that.
Rusev
Stop it. Rusev's great. Rusev's
No,
great.
just in this match.
But
I'm
he's
actually not a huge fan.
Rusev is great, but he's not a Maharaja.
He
I'm
will
trying to tell
leave. If he does not win this match, he will be on.
Listen,
I would like to say
On
everything
New
Orsini
Japan
said it
next
in my
week.
native tongue of
Yeah.
Punjabi.
This is business.
if Christmas was
I've been
all
cut
about
off. I'm not
candy and nuts and if and buts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. But it's not. Jinder Mahal is the greatest wrestler of all time. And I've been saying this since day one on this podcast.
Not since
My-
Rene Dupree have I seen such talent.
Rene Dupree wishes he had a thimble's worth of Jinder Mahal's fucking talent.
I mean,
Rusev
he takes
Machka.
steroids. I mean, he takes steroids.
Does he really take steroids?
Yes,
Or does
100%.
steroids take Jinder Mahal?
He didn't take. He didn't
That's what I'm
take.
trying to say.
He's not taking steroids.
He does have bad
But
back
in the
anymore.
beginning, he was definitely taking steroids.
Steroids is at like a certain point,
Hey,
and then
baby.
if steroids take
I won't
Jinder
hinder your
Mahal, it
chin
goes
there.
even further up.
But honestly,
If baseball players
if I had,
took more Jinder Mahal, they'd be more successful than steroids.
if I was a betting man, I would say Rusev wins.
If you were a
Rusev.
betting man and you picked Rusev, you'd be an idiot because you'd be broke.
because Rusev wants his release. So I don't think Rusev is red hot.
and
If
Jinder
Rusev gets his Mania match, he gets his
Rusev wants his
residuals, he
release,
gets his
and what's gonna
belt,
end up
he
happening
gets
at
his
Wrestle-
moment, he's solidified.
Yeah,
Boom.
but he just said right now that Rusev wants his release, and what's going to end up happening is Jinder Mahal is going to release all over Rusev's face.
No, we're
on
saying
WrestleMania,
he's
baby.
in this match because he wanted his release. He wasn't in any of this. He was going to be in the Battle
Doesn't
Royal.
matter who's in this. You could add 2 more people.
Rusev.
Jinder Mahal is winning this matchup, and as easy as it was to pick this match, because all of you select Jinder Mahal, I know that. Everyone picked this match, and it was an easy one. The next one is not so easy. It's the Intercontinental Championship match, triple threat. The Miz versus defending against Seth Rollins.
It's hard.
And Finn Balor.
What a
And here's-
booking.
Here's the one problem I have with this matchup. It's a good matchup. I like this.
It's excellent.
There's a clear
This is
heel
excellent,
here
man.
with the Miz, right? There's
This
Seth
is New
Rollins,
Japan,
there's
Ring of
Finn
Honor
Balor.
versus WWE.
Here's the one
It's
the
WWE
one
versus
problem-
WWE versus WWE.
No.
Continue.
It's
No.
the one problem I have with this matchup is I have heard zero promotion at all whatsoever for the Demon. It's the only nitpick that
He's
I
not
have
coming.
about
He's memorable, man.
Yeah,
If
Demon.
he comes
It's Finn.
out at WrestleMania as Finn Balor, that'd be the worst fucking decision.
He's got
ever.
Bullet Club in.
The demon is only for grudge matches.
OG Bullet Club.
No, the Demon is for big shows.
No, I think WWE jumped the shark with the Demon. The feeling that I feel that they went over the top with trying to make the Demon as if it was this separate character.
But they never made it separate.
No, it's not a separate character, but Finn taps into his dark side, and I really felt like it's less. It was less Rey Mysterio showing up in a special outfit for a big event, and more of he's the Demon now. It's this other personality.
So
and
are
I
you
think
saying that
was,
he's not wearing the face
He's
paint?
not wearing the face paint, and
He's
I
not.
don't think it hurts him at all. I think Finn Balor.
Really?
I really think
It's Mania. It's the one time of the year that people actually want him to wear the
No,
suit.
I think
but the Demon, the
OGBC is the way to go for the
I
worldwide,
think
man.
Finn Balor. And
You want regular Finn? We got Demon Finn at fucking TLC. You want regular Finn at WrestleMania?
Because the way the WWE is portraying the demon,
I didn't see that.
he's only used for grudge matches and
Stepping it up, going
stepping it
bizarre.
up. Yeah, he's not
Bray
used,
Wyatts.
He's not used for big time
Undertakers.
shows. He's used for grudge matches.
I just think with the attire he has, with the lights he has, the music he has, he already looks like a rock star. I don't need the
Agreed.
Demon for him to be a superstar. In fact, I think he's
I
better off.
disagree. I mean, if anything, you're
It's
missing
a
the point.
look. It's a great
for me.
entrance. I was there at
Oh, yeah, it's a
Takeover for
fucking
his
great
ladder
entrance.
match.
You were there, right?
Yeah, I was
exactly.
there for his ladder match.
As a matter of fact, what I was predicting yesterday, and
So
see if
was
you
I.
guys fall on the same wavelength. Not only do I think he should wear the paint, but for certain regions, I guess you could say, he likes to customize that entrance. Like
Yeah.
for instance, with London, he did the whole fucking what's that guy's name? Jack the Ripper,
Yes.
right? Exactly. He did the whole Jack the Ripper entrance. I was predicting to miss his earlier today. I said, wouldn't it be cool if he did a whole the Saints go marching in fucking entrance to the Demon intro and just like I mean, stretching it, but it would be like nice to fucking be creative with it. Mrs. O, go ahead, hit me.
Oh,
But then he's the boogeyman.
I was just gonna. yeah. I was just gonna say, like, if he
He
wants
already
to
did
do
that, though.
something different, I mean, I would like an entrance with like two ladies by his side. You know, like have one
Also in the
dressed
paint?
up. Like have one dressed up in the
Like
paint,
Dead Bride
and
almost
then
like,
and
it's
then the other one kind of have that leather look that he always has, and kind of show his two personalities.
I actually
You're
saw
saying
that
Two-Face it, Harvey Dent
like
it.
arm in arm, you know, walking
Harvey
down
Dent
the
it.
platform,
That would
and
be
just
hot.
have him like
That'd be a great
touching
entrance.
him,
I
and
agree.
like
Different.
just putting their
It would
hands
be.
all over him, and just looking at him, and he's just looking at both of them.
That's
Like,
pretty
walking
wicked.
I like how the woman
Like,
in
you
this
know,
round
have-
table
like-
pitched arm candy.
And a pretty geeky idea. That was awesome.
Now that is actually a pretty awesome idea. Yeah, with the whole
I
Two-Face
think-
thing. Go ahead, Matt.
But you know what? It also shows. I'm sorry. It also shows that I'm sorry, but he doesn't get that sexiness type of thing. Like when
Yeah,
people look
remember
at him,
2 seconds
they
ago we were
don't
talking
look.
about him being gay. So now
But
all
I'm
of a
saying
sudden
like
he's a
this
sex
would
symbol.
give him that little.
He's banging
sex
out what's her
appeal.
name,
You know
the
what I mean?
interviewer.
Like, and he needs it.
Oh
but
my
I
God,
think it would
Charlie?
be hot
Yeah.
to have that sexy ass arm candy, but showing that in his personality, in his gimmick.
I respect Charlie for her professionalism, but she's hot. Yeah,
I definitely don't think he's showing up as a demon.
you don't think he's showing him?
He's coming out with the Bullet Club.
on,
He's coming out with the
no,
Bullet
I
I don't
Club.
see the Bullet Club either.
I don't need the Bullet Club.
It's
as no
That's
demon.
gonna be the entrance,
He's
dude.
coming out with the paint.
I,
It's
th-
happening.
I think he can have a great entrance. Fantastic.
without
entrance.
the paint
I-
at WrestleMania.
Dude looks like a rock star on his own.
We don't have a
and-
rock star.
and-
We
and-
haven't talked about him yet, but we're getting there.
No,
But-
and I also feel like with Vince behind the wheel, I don't think they know how to operate the demon thing. They can always bring that back whenever they want.
Triple
Yes.
H has been very like he handles the demon entrance. and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know what? Still Vince's show, and I just don't.
I don't know about that actually.
I
anymore.
don't see it.
You can't tell me Vince's show in the same conversation with Jeff Jarrett just got inducted into the Hall of Fame last night. I'm starting
Look,
to see a little bit of that
look.
loose grip at this point.
Hey, Triple H can handle Hall of Fame and NXT all he wants, and he can even have hands-on with other things. But in the end of the day, it still need Vince's okay, and I don't think Vince knows what to do with the Demon. I think it becomes two different things, and I feel
is it official to say that he's kind of out of touch with what we're doing right now?
Well, you know what Vince feels like now, at this moment? He feels like Steinbrenner was toward the end of his deal with the Yankees when he went down for Gary Sheffield type stuff. That was a little, just little.
Let him finish his point. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
But anyway, the actual pick, I see Seth winning this match. For a brief second, I thought Finn was going to win because I see a lot of callbacks to when he lost his Universal Championship.
So
via injury
on the setup.
Yeah, and I thought that maybe he might redeem himself here at WrestleMania and pick up the Intercontinental Championship. But you know what? I see Seth getting it. And I see an eventual heel turn for Finn. I'm not saying it's next month or even 2 months from now. But I feel like he's like towing this kind of middle line. He's not really the most over baby face. He's not a heel, but he was hanging out with the club. I see Finn needs a turn, which is another reason why I don't see the Demon coming out. I see a change in personality.
Bing.
This is tough. But logically speaking, I'm going to have to go with Finn.
Logically speaking, what's the logic?
Because I think Miz is definitely taking time off. And
we actually haven't spoken about that, yes. Based on that point, I don't mean to cut you off, but the birth of Miz's daughter took place 2 weeks premature. She was actually due the day before today. She was actually due April 7th, which is the day before WrestleMania. She was born about 2 weeks ago. Monroe Sky Mizanin. Congratulations to them outside. I don't know what she's saying, but she's probably shooting on the name. So I'm gonna move along.
I said, motherfucker better get his paternity leave.
No, actually, you know what? If he does, it goes to Matt's point here, because WrestleMania would be the big show if he drops the belt. I actually could see him taking some time off.
Yeah, he definitely.
And hey, listen, up until with the exception of the movies that he does, I'm not a big Miz guy, but I mean he's got the cachet to do it, to take that time off. He's in that spectrum. He's been here for what is it? He's 12 years now. He's been doing this shit. So he's got especially this is the birth of his first child. And the way that Vince McMahon has kind of, because Vince McMahon back in the day, birth of a child didn't mean shit to him. I mean, but this is the new age now. So
yeah, Brian Christopher knows about that.
Yeah. He's definitely one of the guys that knows about that.
Well, Charlotte knows about that too.
Charlotte does. They turned it into a promo, didn't they?
Oh yeah.
So, but like now we're living in 2018. Guys can get time off for now for the birth of the child. I actually see that happening. It influences his pick. It doesn't influence mine. I don't see any way possible, to be honest with you, that Miz does not walk away with this championship. Because I don't see Seth or Finn really needing this championship. Finn's going to go off with the Balor Club and do their thing. They're going to go forward with this whole Bullet Club reboot going on, I think. So this whole, you need the microphone.
And I think that goes into your point where
Seth Rollins,
Finn will go heel.
As much as I, on this podcast, have admitted that the Shield reunion has been an unmitigated failure, but it hasn't been a failure based on reception. I think it's been
injuries.
Injuries, right? Exactly. I don't think Seth is done with this whole Shield thing. I think there's a lot more to do with Seth, especially if Roman does win the Universal Championship. That opens the door for a lot of guys to be now back into the main event fold for a championship. As much as has been told to me, I don't see Miz being in that main event category, no matter how good her promos are. Because he's a proven commodity when it comes to the main event as not being that good.
I disagree strongly.
Okay, so
the Miz will one day.
Is that your pick for the matchup?
Oh, absolutely.
My pick is also the Miz.
Absolutely.
Okay, but you have a different reason why. Go ahead.
Because this is easy. Finn and Seth they cancel each other out because they're going to go for the World Championship. That's an easy one. But also, this is Miz's moment. This is Miz's time. I think this is his time as the IC champion to solidify what he's doing as the champion. And I think this is the one that's going to take it. Wow, look at that connection. Yeah, I'm a little distracted. That was fun to watch.
Go, be a professional. Go.
Holy moly. But anyways,
Ask could distract anybody.
yeah, that was like a nice little shiner. I got the
I have a
Rikishi.
full frontal rump.
I totally got Rikishi
That
right
was
there.
sexy.
Anyways, but at some point, I think I think he will get his vacation time. I think he'll lose that IC belt on Raw. But this is going to be his Mania moment with this IC
He
belt.
doesn't need a Mania morning. He already had it.
He's solidifying it with the IC belt, though.
He beat
He's
John
putting
Cena
his
for the
face
retaining
on
title.
this
That wasn't
belt.
fucking miss, man.
He said he wanted to make this belt, put it on the map. He's going to do it right here. And then he may lose it on a Raw. That's where he usually loses the IC belt, on a Raw. So I think he's going to come out with this one because Finn and Seth, quite frankly, cancel each other out.
Brandon always has this face like I have when I scroll through my Facebook and I see internet stupidity, and I'm like, oh my god. Go ahead. You're bursting at the seams. Go ahead.
No. I didn't have anything to say. I don't like being
You rolled
objectified
your
like this.
eyes like 15 times while he was talking.
No.
He's also drunk.
No, I was actually waiting to see
We're
if
all
you would
drunk.
bring up, because you know we're all friends here. We all love wrestling, and so we've been talking even before these mics were on. And you made an even bolder prediction about Miz's future. I was waiting to see if you brought.
Oh,
it up
yes,
here.
I want to say, I think he will be
think
a
you
double
forgot 'cause I was
champion.
drunk
I
tonight.
think he's going to totally go with the Macho Man Randy Savage move. This
Negative.
IC belt
That'll never
entitles me to a world championship.
I'm
and I
so
think at
glad you
some
said that on the
point,
show so you could look
he
even more stupid when
will
it
get
doesn't
that.
happen.
Not next year, but maybe the year after. The Miz will get
You're
his
putting
big...
way too much
No,
stuff.
Oh, no,
you-
dude.
you
He's
even
doing
said-
the old school move.
Here's
I'm
the
calling
thing-
it,
here's
write
the
it
thing
down, I'm
Ian's
saying
not
it.
saying. I think Ian's being a little safe on Uncensored Mind, and I don't
No,
appreciate
no, go
that.
for it, go for it.
Ian said-
I'm
Ian.
forgetting a little thing.
No.
What's up?
I think he's forgetting. Yeah, he's
Okay, so Ian even said that there was a possibility that Miz would be a double champion. That
I
he
just
would-
said that. I just
Yeah, I
said
said
it.
that.
No, you said that he would use the Intercontinental Championship
No,
to
no,
say
no,
that
he
this
said
is my
double champion.
point.
Literally
Oh,
just
I
said
didn't
it.
hear.
both,
Okay,
yeah.
I must have missed
So
that.
Botchamania.
Never
He did say
happened.
it. He did say it.
Okay, maybe I got lost.
Never
because Macho
happened.
Man was never a double champion. And
Never happened.
he's saying-
Macho Man said he had the whole promo. This IC belt gives me the.
yeah, that part I heard.
Yeah.
That part I heard.
But I
part
think
I
the
didn't
Miz
hear.
will
Saying double
actually
champion.
go through it.
Okay.
I think he will get through that.
Okay.
And
He's
actually,
predicting a retainment and
It'll never
Yes.
happen.
Over it into
Okay.
the-
he will
Never happened.
actualize
All right,
that.
we got 2 matches left here, and the 2 matches that I'm really cringing on talking about because
Let's do it.
and the reason why I'm cringing is because, to be honest with you, it's the reason why it should be the main event. To be honest with you, in all honesty, because it's the
We gotta talk about Elias too.
No, I'm not. What's Elias? What I'm talking
He
about
wins the
Elias
Battle
for?
Royal.
He's gonna have a segment. He said it. He's
You
gonna have
should
a
have talked
concert.
about that during the Battle Royal segment. You didn't talk about that.
Bless
That's
you.
your bad.
I just
not
want to
mine.
give my prediction on that.
Well, you coming back now with a? You just saying Elias is going to have a segment during the?
He's going to have a segment. He already said he's going to have a concert.
I'm not here to talk about segments. I don't give a fuck about segments. I'm talking about matches.
You ruined it for me.
Shit that matters.
ruined
Because
it
for the most part,
Ruined it.
a
Broke my
lot
heart.
of people are still saying that Elias is a
Walk
possible
with Ming.
Why don't you walk with Elias?
a possible partner for Braun. So that was your opportunity then. You
No,
fucked up.
he chose Elias.
I didn't choose Elias.
Then Brandon dropped the ball. You should have talked about the segment.
You
No,
motherfucker.
I was fine. I'm okay with what I said. I got
he is not reneging.
I'm satisfied.
At all whatsoever. We have 2 matches here to talk about left, and of course, they're both world title implications. These 2 matches will influence everything that takes place between now and August. That's usually how it tends to go. It's not going to be any different this year. I'm going to talk about the one match that everyone is talking about first, and then I'm going to mention the match that more people should be talking about. And it's kind of unfair, but that's the life that we live in, because the match that everyone should be talking about is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the WWE Championship. And in my opinion, will be the main event of this show. There is no way.
You're saying it's closing the show.
And I'm predicting right now as a strong factor, it should close the show.
I definitely said it.
And it's not because Roman Reigns thinks that it should, and it's not because Brock Lesnar thinks that it should. I think it's because Paul Heyman will clearly state it is a mistake to go after AJ and Shinsuke. There's no one on this roster that wants to go after Styles and Shinsuke. I don't care what order you put the matches in, which is something I was going to discuss on the show. Thank God I did not, because we've talked enough about this fucking show. But as far as the main event of the show, there is no lot. And I've said this. This is not the first time on the podcast.
That's like
that I'm saying this. But AJ and Shinsuke absolutely need to be the last match on this show. Lesnar, if anything, out of 13 matches, and maybe you're gonna jump on me for this, but Lesnar and Reigns, 7, 8 on the card. Maybe at the most.
No, I just want to say
first match.
No, not first match.
I want to agree with the whole importance of it, but it's such a WWE move to make that the second to last match because of that. You know,
they've done it in the past.
Such a WWE
As a matter
thing.
of fact, they did it.
You are
They
100%
did it at
right.
my show that I went to, which was 29, when they put Lesnar and Triple H just before Rock and Cena, and there was really no point in doing that. They did have Del Rio and Swagger earlier in the show, which was the world title match. But let's be honest, the semi-main was
Wasn't Edge and Del Rio the opener?
No,
yes, it
was
was
27. I went to 29, which was Del Rio and Swagger. But as far as this particular setup between Roman and Reigns, I'm saying Roman and Reigns. Reigns
What a
and,
fight.
And Roman versus Roman. Reigns versus Lesnar needs to be earlier. I feel needs to be earlier in the card. You can't go Lesnar and Reigns and then go. It's booking wise. It just doesn't. I mean, I'm talking about the crowd wise. No, I'm saying that Lesnar and Reigns can't go just before the match, semi-main before AJ and Shinsuke. That's the way you had it, but I think it's ridiculous. It needs to be. There needs to be.
That's gonna be like the year Batista.
Before it.
That's gonna be like the year Batista and Triple H went after.
Can you give her the microphone, because I don't know.
This is some good
It's
stuff.
gonna be okay if Brock doesn't want to be out there for long. If he does, it's
his last match.
It doesn't matter.
That's the problem, and that's the thing that
He
people keep
don't
saying all
fucking
the
care
time.
if it's his last match. If you don't want to fucking be out there for 10 minutes, he's going, I'm
Brock
gonna give you
doesn't
5.
give a shit if it's
I'm gonna
his
do my
last
5
match,
whatever
yeah.
moves, and then it's gonna be done,
Brock
and I don't want to hear from it.
If
I'm
you
out.
put Brock in the first
That's it.
slot, he would take it. He don't give a fuck. The sooner the better.
Exactly.
He doesn't give a fuck.
The-
That's what I'm saying. That the person who would be pitching for this is Paul, not Brock. Brock could give a shit where he lands on the card.
He don't know. He don't.
Paul
Especially
is
with him going to
smart
UFC
enough
next,
to
he don't
know.
care.
Do you
Yeah.
think there's any benefit in opening the show with Brock versus Roman?
No, zero benefit. Zero benefit, because I think there's enough
Getting it
people
right out of the
online-
way?
Hold on, I think there's enough people online as general new age fans that there were people online who were basically saying they didn't even want to watch the show overall because Reigns was the obvious pick to face the obvious pick of champion. I mean, Lesnar and Reigns has been playing since last WrestleMania. When Goldberg dropped the belt to Lesnar, the night after that, the plan was Lesnar and Reigns at this WrestleMania, which has driven fans bananas.
We all knew it.
Right, but yes, we all knew it, but it hasn't stopped people from talking about it. Okay, which is the thing that I keep telling people. If you don't want something to happen, stop fucking talking about it. If
Just
all
don't
you're going
look.
to do is
Just
talk about
don't
it,
look.
Look,
Yeah.
it's hard for me to
Simpsons
make
reference.
a prediction about what's.
let's just stick to Lesnar and Reigns. What would be? You said it's a hard decision
No,
to make.
look,
but
I think Reigns is going to win.
No.
I see Reigns winning. Will it be the main event or not? I don't know, because
Right.
WrestleMania has had Lawrence Taylor versus Bam Bam Bigelow
That was
as
the
the
main
main
event,
event.
I hate Lawrence Taylor.
It was the last match of the event, I believe. Lawrence Taylor
It
versus
was.
Bam Bam.
it was a close
over.
show, yeah. Over Shawn versus Diesel. Yeah,
Yes,
right.
we've also seen.
You know Diesel, the worst drawing WWF champion of all time. But go ahead.
Man, all I know is Big Daddy was cool. and we've spoken about Macho Man and Ric Flair, and even though that was the championship match, it was Sid and Hogan that closed the show.
That was a draw.
And I'm not saying that's always what happens. The feature is always over the championship, because there's times when we've seen like Triple H and Jericho went over Rock and Hogan. You know, they that went on last. So I really don't know which way it's gonna go. Safe bet, Brock and Roman are closing the show. But would I like to see an AJ and Nakamura close it out? Absolutely. But I see Roman and Brock as the main event, and I see Roman taking it.
Ian, you're much more of an indie guy than anybody here. You and I have an affinity towards that in the sense of you saw The one thing, and we talked about this before we went on air here, before I started recording this, I felt that one of the bad parts of the build-up between AJ and Shinsuke, I really felt like it was built up pretty good, but I felt it could have been built up better. I said it on my show previously that mentioning the one New Japan match that they did have was going to be to the benefit of the WWE. I really felt like including that one win because they have no problem mentioning that he's a former IWGP champion. They have no problem mentioning that he's been a former a Japanese performer. They have no problem mentioning that Shinsuke and AJ know each other from that time. But they seem to lack the ability to mention the fact that this match has already happened before, but it's only happened once. Now, up until this point...
You going to advertise somebody else's DVDs, though?
But here's the thing. They already
now
did.
All of a sudden they say
already
it?
did. They broke it when they did the Shinsuke Chronicle episode leading into WrestleMania, and Shinsuke mentioned on that show that they've had the match before, and the only problem he has with WrestleMania, although one thing that makes Shinsuke nervous, is that when it was in Japan, it was his house, and he got over on AJ. What makes him nervous is that now this year, it's WrestleMania. It's the top show in the States. He's a little nervous about that. Your thoughts? I definitely want to get your thoughts on the fact.
Well,
let me clarify.
I didn't pick
thoughts
my
on the idea that should they or
speaking
should
to
they
Ian.
not have utilized that one win over AJ as part of the promotional tool for this match?
But maybe why bust that nut now? Let's maybe even up the score. Now it's 1-1, and the person who just lost.
Even it up to, you
No,
can't wait till
because
after you even it up. You have
no,
to tell
now the
them
person
beforehand.
that just lost says now it's 1-1. We're even. You got a little argument going on. You know, you can now derive. What do you mean it's 1-1? I beat you in another country. That's where I beat you. Now we could talk. Now we could bring it up. It's a slow drag. Maybe this whole rivalry could go on for a whole year. How cool would that be?
I don't know about a whole year, but definitely.
How
maybe I
cool
can see
would
it
that be?
happening
Because it's so
going into
different.
SummerSlam, maybe.
First, Shin went so long with Joe that's why I feel like he would stick with AJ to get a nice walkthrough. One more year with almost having another handheld in a way. You know, working with his great friend would maybe solidify him for the next year and bring us to an even WrestleMania 35 with an amazing Shinsuke Nakamura to close out this big story, and then maybe we won't see them fight again. We'll get something different.
WWE is not WCW. Okay, let's backtrack that. That is a classic.
Those aren't always dirty letters, though. They had some good stuff, man.
What you're stating,
Those three letters sparked Brendan Lewis's young career back in the day.
so what you're stating that you want to happen is what WCW ruined with Hogan versus Warrior. When Hogan Warrior first came back, when they had a match in WCW, they fucked up by mentioning that they wrestled before and somebody went over. That killed the whole aspect of it being a dream match in WCW. They're not going to do the same
But
thing.
Hogan
in
and
WWE.
Andre had the slam.
No,
before the
wait,
slam.
hold on. WWE is not going to do the same thing because right now, as we speak, they are hyping it as a dream match. You can't call it a dream match if they wrestled before because it's already been a dream match.
And my
But that's
point
why I'm
is
saying
they already
the
ruined that
heel-
when he mentioned it.
But the heel
Shinsuke
move
already
is
ruined that.
to all
They
of a
already
sudden bring it up.
That's why he's going to lose because he fucked up.
Look.
I'm so sorry.
I didn't realize that we were given because I thought we were still on Roman versus Brock.
I know,
This
I
magically
understand
turned
my-
into
No, we're all going Brock.
AJ.
We're going Roman, no?
No, I'm going Brock.
No, you're not.
okay.
I'm 100% going Brock.
I don't believe it.
We're
100%.
kind of back
You're
and
such
forth
a
between
troll.
the two.
No way.
But I agree with Matty.
Thank you.
Even though it's been mentioned in the past that they have been friends and competitors overseas, as far as during the SmackDown Live, we don't really talk about their past. It's a dream match. We don't talk about Andre the Giant being body slammed before Hogan body slammed him because Andre's been body slammed before Andre, but that wouldn't
By
sell.
Hogan.
But and by Stan Hansen
No, but
and by
that
many.
doesn't work now.
No.
Because back then, a lot of people at that time didn't know he'd been.
No, but
it's social media.
we
era.
have
we
social-
know AJ and Shinsuke already.
I
wrestled
think
each
we're
other.
giving too much credit to the mass populace. Yes, you can look it up and you can watch YouTube matches, and you and I both know, and you know, everyone here knows that there's plenty of wrestling fans that don't even watch NXT.
Or New
WWE
Japan.
fans who don't even watch NXT. So watching their previous matches in Japan,
which would work
It's-
up until Shinsuke told the world they already had the
But
match.
has everyone
Yeah,
seen that?
look,
You're
I,
talking
I
about a
watched-
It doesn't
documentary
matter if
that
everyone's
not
seen it.
everyone's
The purpose
seen.
was for everyone to see it. Why do the spot?
but not
Why
everyone
do the show?
has.
If,
But not everyone has.
Right.
As far as
It's there,
like,
but
like their documentary,
it doesn't matter if
their,
everyone
their
has. The
documentary
intention was for everyone to
their
have.
their documentaries behind the curtain. When the show is on, they're not talking about what they did in Japan. But they're
dream
talking.
match.
But they
And they
did
could be
talk about
saving
what they
it
did for
up.
Japan.
I
What
think
are
that
you
was a
talking
fuck up.
about?
I think that was a fuck up by him.
Even if it was a fuck up by him, the editing department left it in. They aired it. It was heavily edited.
It's live.
You saw it, right?
no, I
It's
haven't.
live.
Well, no, it wasn't live. It wasn't live. It was pre-taped. It was everything. They did it by date. It was leading up to I think like going up to the last Go Home episode on Tuesday, and they aired it like yesterday or whatever, from like Thursday or Friday. It was leading up to it. They edited everything. They showed him surfing, and they were
No,
showing.
I watched
Shinsuke.
that. That's behind the curtain.
But
that's
they're
not
not,
part
keeping it
of-
behind the curtain. It's public. They
Yes.
advertised it. They
But
put it
not
on the
everyone.
network.
It's a public
watches
for all.
that.
The purpose,
But it's not
that's
public
where we're
within the
losing each
story.
other. You're saying not enough people watched it. That's fine. That's a fair argument. But the intention was for everyone to watch it. And when they put that footage together, the producer said, "You know what? Fuck it, leave it in," and left it in for everyone to see.
Can't have a little
As the
Easter
only-
egg? It's a little
up until
passerby.
that thing played, I was okay with them leaving it out.
That's the
It
equivalent
made
of
sense.
seeing
Why
Carl
push somebody
Anderson in one of those old little clips
But hold
before
on,
he
but
joined
that's
up.
what I'm saying. Why push
Easter
somebody
egg.
else's product? It's a dream match. Never happened before. Up until 2 days ago, I was fine. When they finally mentioned it, not just him, but AJ mentioned it. You lose me at that point because why wasn't it the focal point then?
No, but because they don't want to make it the focal point. They don't want
At least
But
right
it's
now.
not a dream match if it already happened.
I
Thank
disagree because
We've been dreaming
No,
about
no,
it
see,
for
see,
a
see,
while.
see, here's where I agree with everything Matt said as far as don't talk about it. I thought the Ultimate Warrior Hulk Hogan comparison was very smart.
Thank you.
I agree with
that
that.
actually was a very good point. I forgot about that.
Thank you.
But I don't feel like it's the same thing. They're not talking about it because they do want you to feel like it's the first time ever. But they've acknowledged from when they first got there, it's like, oh, these two have fought over in Japan, and now they like. There's no secret that they fought, but we're not going to go into the details. We're not going to talk about it. We're just going to present this as it is.
But that's
and-
my problem. The details would sell it more.
But then that's
than
your
leaving it
problem.
No,
out.
but I think once you get it
If
to
you
1-1,
sold the-
I think you're absolutely right. But once you get it to 1-1, now we drag out more details.
care about
and now
the
we
no.
look
But the
look
1-1
deeper.
has no value until you tell them what the first one.
Because in order to play up the 1-1, they're gonna have to show clips of the
the
other
wheel
one.
brings up
They
the
don't need clips.
one. I beat you. I beat.
They don't
I
need
got the
clips
one.
from the
It's
old
not-
fucking
Yeah,
IWGP.
I
And for
kill
the
my
record,
prediction.
There is no heel.
For
There
the
is
record-
no heel.
For the record, the WWE has no problem getting clips from New Japan because they got clips from New Japan to promote Finn Balor when he first came in. They were doing the IWGP Junior tournament and showing him with the IWGP Junior. They've done this before. They did the IWGP footage for AJ when he came in.
Look, I like
Because they
to-
refused to show
Also,
the
I like
there
to
is-
think of I like to think of myself as a casual fan. Yes, I know a lot about what happens behind the scenes from my own experience.
Right.
But I like to think of myself as a casual fan. I don't watch every week. I don't even watch every.
Brandon,
Hold on,
this
hold
is
on,
where
hold
I'm
on.
losing
I'm
you.
speaking for. I'm speaking as just an average fan.
Right?
I don't think of 1-1. I don't even think of Shinsei Nakamura having the one over them. I just feel like, wow, these two have been rivals overseas, and that's where it ended for me.
Right, but Brandon, this is where I'm losing you because
Okay.
as the casual fan, I understand that you don't keep track of what New Japan does.
Yes.
I understand you don't keep track of TNA does. But the WWE
Yes.
has gone out of their way
Yes.
multiple times
Yes.
to tell you that this has happened before. When AJ debuted at the Royal Rumble, as AJ walked to the ring, JPL said, AJ Styles is a former IWGP champion.
Yes.
Just like Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
From the moment that Shinsuke was called up, they have gone out of their way to condition people to realize these two have wrestled before.
I see that.
Up until Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble, it's always been a common idea as Shinsuke and AJ, and somewhat to Finn as well, there's a connection. For some reason, unbeknownst to me, the minute Shinsuke became #1 contender to AJ Styles, that information stopped coming.
Okay.
For some reason, I have no idea. I guess it's the dream match idea.
So you don't
They're
think a
pushing the
loss
dream
will
match
bring
idea.
out sour grapes so they could bring up the focus
I
of
don't
that
think
and
that's how
then
they'll
pour
bring it
it
out.
in?
Pushes it more.
I don't think
the
they'll
fact
bring
that
it up.
you're
When it
leaving a
becomes
dream match-
1-1 and say, now you
if
bring it out
promote
of
it as a
nowhere.
dream match,
I don't think they'll
that
bring it up.
sells.
It's been a
X-
dream match since he's
But
been in
you're
NXT.
talking about a 1-1
like Daniel Bryan is a dream match with him.
Where I agree with AJ and I disagree with you, Ian, is that I don't think they're ever going to bring up the 1-1. That's
No,
not gonna-
I
that's
concur to that as well.
you're
My argument
wrong.
is that they should.
You're wrong,
I think
Ian.
it sells
Thank you,
better.
Matty.
I don't think
You're wrong.
see
It's too late to bring it up now, with the exception of
It's
the
not
other
too
day.
late.
They don't
Shinsuke brought it up. The one,
Well, the question is
victory.
this-
Shinsuke brought it up 2 days ago when he
Is
said,
this-
"I already have a one."
Is
on
this
him."
match a continuing of the story, or are we ending their story? That's
Oh, no,
the
it's
question.
definitely
And
continuing.
WWE's
And
idea
I
they're
think
beginning
they're
the story.
continuing. I think they're going to
No,
continue
in
on.
WWE's idea, they're not continuing a story. In their mind, they're starting a story.
I think
It's a dream match in the WWE's mind.
I
It's
think
never
for-
happened before.
I think for
up until
WWE
like 6 months ago when it happened before. For
I
some
think
oddball
for
reason.
WWE, this is just a clash of two titans. Do they have a past? Sure, absolutely, but the past doesn't really matter. It's like here's these two legends, and they're colliding here at WrestleMania. And for anyone who's a fan of the WWE product, fan of SmackDown, fan of these two, everything that we're talking about for them, this is just fucking bliss.
So quick, right now, just to wrap it all
Completely
up.
agree with your statement, Brendan.
There you go. Just to wrap it all up here, as far as Lesnar, let's just say names. Lesnar, Reigns, go.
Reigns in 30 seconds.
Reigns.
Lesnar.
And I also say Reigns. Styles and Nakamura.
Oh, I said Nakamura.
Nakamura.
AJ.
AJ. That's what we said.
You know what? Carmella's cashing it in.
And Carmella's gonna cash
Brock
out AJ
Lesnar.
Styles.
Brock Lesnar.
So fuck Facebook.
Right in the face.
I'm gonna plug my Facebook right now, though. If you can go to or see mine, just real quick, but fuck Facebook altogether.
can't
Thank
say
you guys
that.
for downloading us. I absolutely can't say that.
His Asian wife will hit you.
I don't give a fuck. I will kung fu his Asian wife. Don't tell me fucking
say that.
Yo, let this man sign off so we can watch some NXT.
Nah, this is all part of the fucking sign off, so it doesn't matter. AJOUM.
Oh, fuck are you?
Oh my god.
Fuck are you? Say to my
Roundtable,
husband.
baby.
Oscars will make you pay.
Oscar, fuck are you? Just say to my husband.
At my house. Listen to my daddy so. Or see the extra line.